I'm trying to get the green light. I'm waiting for it. All right, it's coming up.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh.
See how that audio's doing. Fingers crossed
okay?
it's not horrific. What's going on?
I mean, it might be.
It usually is.
I'd say 70%.
Mostly. Almost all. Probably, let's bring that 70 up to a 90. I'm going to hop to your screen real quick.
My screen? I'm closing a bunch of tabs.
That's totally fine.
GDB. Are we actually broadcasting right now?
We are absolutely broadcasting.
Oh, no!
I'm going to quickly... Oh, I totally wanted to share your screen, but I'm totally going to ruin the Discord image because I got to go share this in the Discord.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No one knows it's happening.
Yeah. No one really cares that it's happening.
I mean, I care.
Yeah? Because you're doing the thing?
I'm doing something.
All right, we'll go back to your screen, and I'll hop over to me.
I already forgot we were doing this and used the vape.
That's totally fine. I did want to say, we are doing kind of a chill development stream, so hopefully we'll just jam. I'm going to try not to absolutely entertain everybody, and I'll do my best to not. So if you see us just like stopping to send a text message or getting a swig of a little vape or something, I don't know.
Are you on my screen now?
Yeah, I'm still on your screen. I'll hop back to me.
Find slash.
Oh boy, what are you doing?
I don't know. I wanted something to scroll by.
Entertain the people. How's the audio? Are you guys dying yet? I will hop back to me, get some terminals open and ready to roll. I'm still on Discord on my screen, so it looks like there's nothing really happening. All right. So we're doing Katana development. For those of you that may not know, Katana is what we've been working on for the past couple months as a utility to try and solve capture the flag challenges that are like super low-hanging fruit, like simple stuff to solve. So there's been some hype about it. I've been trying to slowly unveil the curtain. I've been teasing it in a lot of the videos lately, and I'm going to pull whatever you pushed recently.
Okay.
The one that you were like, I don't know what I did.
I mean, it all still works. I just ran the test thing a minute ago, so...
I want to check out that git log. I don't know what I modified.
I don't know what it was.
I don't know what I did. If you want to check out what Caleb's doing, yell at me, tell me that to switch to his screen, or we can jump on my screen.
I mean, have we like showcased it like running? I can like run a quick thing real quick,
I'm actually probably going to roll through it because you still have some pretty bad text quality.
Oh, why?
Being on the Discord.
I can increase the quality of the Discord share as well.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, just for like future, it doesn't have like...
Sure.
You can do it on your end if you want. I know I should be able to choose.
You should run some of the tests. I'll try and go through and run some of the
never mind. 720 is the highest I can go unless I have nitro.
We just need to get nitro. Why is there a strings file in here?
What do you mean?
It's just a random strings binary. It's probably some of our Pico CTF testing.
Probably,
we'll remove that. And I'll check out the README because I have a lot of our manual tests in there. But Caleb has a much nicer /tests script.
I figured you would run just a straight thing. Just to
do you want to showcase yours?
I can do mine. Yeah. I thought you would want to run like a straight thing. I can do mine though if you want.
Yeah, also up to you. And then if you want to, can you crank up your text a little bit?
I can. Is that better?
A little bit.
A little more?
Yeah, you're good. Whatever you're comfortable with. Whatever's not a complete eyesore to look at.
I mean, I'll probably bring it back down once I actually start doing things. But I mean, this is it running all the tests.
I don't know why yours still runs so slow.
So it's not actually. If you look at the runtime, it actually gets.
Like
it's just like it's Python's Popin for some reason just takes forever to realize that the things have exited. Okay, that one did.
12 seconds is weird.
That one is a little weird. But, and Morse code is going to timeout. That is one thing that we know is broken right now, or not broken. I think it eventually finds the flag, but it just takes too long. The default timeout on here is 30 seconds, and it times out at 30 seconds.
I should probably put a little mini screen for whatever the other person is doing.
Oh, that's fancy. So cool. Yeah. That's it. There we go. Timeout expired.
But
I kind of want to run that one on its own, actually.
Ryan Collins. Hey guys, it's awesome. I'm in the shower. Be right back.
Thanks, Ryan. While he was in the shower?
I think so. Don't leave. Yeah, so I'm running Z Shell. Caleb was running Z Shell. Caleb converted me. Matthias, hello. Is that how I say your name? Matthias? John screen. Copy. And I'll paste a little bitty mini-me down on the side here.
As you said, we usually, whenever we start working on this, we usually end up like just running something, finding something that breaks, and then fixing that.
Yeah, and that's exactly, hopefully, what we're going to end up jamming.
So I'm going to run Morse code by itself real quick. I'm going to stop these tests because
they take a little while. Let me hop on to me. and then I'll see what I can break.
I'm just gonna run Morse code and see why it's taking so long.
Yeah.
It helps if I enter the virtual environment.
Oh, I can do that too. But Z-Shell remembered that I did that before.
Yeah, that's really nice.
What is Morse code doing right now?
I don't know. I was about to run it and see what the fuck was going on.
Oh god.
It's doing a lot of things.
My strings is like not even running. Do I have orchestra in here?
It shouldn't have even start. Wait. Yeah, because I'm synced with you from Dropbox. You have to have it in there.
Yeah. Man, it's hard to find a good place to put these screens.
Yeah.
ASCII party. So Quantum Bracket asked us, what about using threads? And it is threaded.
Yeah, it is. It is threaded.
It is absolutely threaded.
So it's not that. So the problem is not that it is taking a long time to do any one task. The problem is that the framework recurses on anything it finds, and then you get lost in things like crypto a lot of times. So like I was just about to exclude crypto and see if that fixes Morse code, because that excluding crypto fixes a lot of things.
Right now, I think Morse code has higher priority than strings.
Interesting.
Maybe it does.
So when I exclude crypto, Morse code finishes like in 0.09 seconds.
Morse code is taking everything right now on my side.
Morse code is a raw, right?
Yeah.
So what does it do? It might be another case like strings where we had to go through and like find flags on all of it before we recurse on all of it, which would be annoying. Is it like that?
What is Morse code doing?
Are you editing Morse code at the same time I am? Because that seems like a bad idea.
No. Okay. Let me check what you're doing. Are you what priority is it at right now?
10.
Yeah. See, that's raking up everything, but it should automatically fail.
Well, so what do you? Strings is what, like 25?
Yeah,
You
I think so.
Morse code like a 30? It's kind of
Yeah.
arbitrary, but that still doesn't explain why Morse code is taking so long to run. It's getting lost in some crypto bullshit when Morse code runs. Because when I exclude crypto, it literally solves it immediately.
I wasn't even getting strings to run though, or like any of my tests.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with yours. Because it all runs great on mine with the exception of Morse code.
As usual. It runs great on my machine, but not...
Listen, man, it compiles on my machine. You figure it out on your own. Your development environment is your problem.
Quantum Bracket says, I saw a pee-pee in one of those ASCII animations.
Oh, that's true. That's not our fault. That's Bone Tools.
That's just straight Bone Tools. Okay. Orchestra is not being evaluated by strings right now. This is odd, man.
What did you do?
I don't know. Orchestra's still there. Boop. Okay, let's try. Is it just tests? What the crap? Do I not have tests? I don't have tests. It was trying to run on strings the whole time. Oh my god! It's called
what happened to your
art.
test directory?
I don't know. Got to be careful showing the old home directory.
Oh.
No one's stopped the video on that.
No one look at this disgusting directory I have.
There was a couple of comments in one old video, where they thought there was a folder in my home directory. It was Palm, because it was Poetry on Motion or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think I literally had a typo for Poetry in Motion, and it was Poetry on Motion.
Yeah.
Because I's next to O, and someone misread it as PORN rather than POM. And there were some comments on that. And I'm like, nope, that's not actually it.
Yeah, that directory's underneath videos. What the fuck?
That's in my YouTube video.
It's his new channel.
Yep.
Why? I don't understand. Where you wrote this? Where exactly do you evaluate the Morse code?
Let me hop to you.
Yes,
we are using Python 3. You are absolutely correct. I just need to make a symlink. What the crap am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Failed to create symlink because tests exists. What are you talking about? There is no such thing. Oh, I just had the wrong syntax.
You're inverted. Yeah. It's because he was inverted.
It's because I'm stupid. Okay. Now, I should be able to finally run my friggin' tests.
Oh, you just call the variable final Morse code, even though it's the interpreted Morse code. The variable does not actually hold Morse code at all.
Is it just a straight empty string?
No, it's just it's a string. It's not Morse code. It's the interpreted Morse code in English.
Ah.
You just call it final Morse code, which confused me. I think we have another case of recurse not actually calling find flags properly. Well, no, we know it is, because when I exclude crypto, it works just fine.
Stick height will go. Stick height takes a second. Actually, it takes 0.2 seconds, so I guess I can't complain.
I would say that's pretty good for stick height with no password.
Stick height with no password. Stick height with the password takes 2.8.
I would say it's just 2 seconds, which is fine.
That password is like how many lines down in Rock U?
I don't remember. You have to look at it.
Did you play the DEF CON quals? Caleb played the DEF CON quals.
Briefly, not a lot. I looked at it a little bit and I got really discouraged. And yeah.
I know a couple guys in the Discord server solved. Z-Hut is asking, what is your Z-Shell theme name? Do you know off the top of your head?
I can go look at my ZSHRC. I'm using Agnoster.
Ignoster?
Agnoster.
Agnoster. Z-Hut, it is Agnoster.
I also have Git the fuck and ZSH auto suggestions and ZSH syntax highlighting plugins. So if you're curious.
You're the man. I'm very glad you have converted me to Z-Shell. We were talking about like Zonch.
Yeah, Zonch is a cool idea, but it had some issues still.
Let me showcase that real quick.
It's really fucking cool. And super useful for like prototyping exploits and shit.
Yeah. So the Zonch shell is pretty much just
it's
Python.
Conch, technically.
Oh yeah, I guess
I just note that.
Yeah.
Even though it's stupid.
It's essentially Python just in your terminal all the time. So you can just straight up use 0x whatever and convert things to hex, or just import Pwn and do whatever you want to do with Pwn tools. So that's kind of neat.
But then it's also a shell, so it's not just a Python REPL. You still have all your normal shell commands, but you can also it's all just in the language of Python.
Right.
So it's like this weird Python shell mashed together thing that I would never use as like its own scripting thing, but as like a prompt, it's really fucking cool. Because like he was saying, you could do like a from Pwn import star and then use all your Pwn stuff from just a regular terminal, but still interact with it like a terminal, and it's really cool for like prototyping.
Okay.
I think.
Basic SQL injection dies because there's something wrong in form submit. So we'll tackle that.
I don't understand.
Gerard codes. You should use the spaceship prompt. What is the spaceship prompt?
I'll Google it. Prompt ZSH. Images.
Oh boy.
I don't think that's valid. I'm going to go to the GitHub for spaceship prompt.
What?
The ZSH prompt for astronauts. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. What in your interpretation, what in your opinion is the best way to trust decoding bytes into a string?
For what purpose? Why
because we're keeping everything as bytes, I think for the target stuff that it's doing, webform will find the method that it's finding with regex, and it's finding it as bytes. So I know it's just going to be post a string or whatever.
I mean, if you're sure the thing you're looking at is a string, you can just decode it with UTF-8.
Yeah.
But only do that if you've already done some sort of checks to make sure that it is actually, like... If it's HTML, it's probably going to be fine.
Yeah.
I just don't want to blindly decode things because they very well could be data, and that makes really gross, try except statements. So I just try to keep things as bytes for as long as possible until we're completely sure that they're not.
Right. Key
raw data.
Oh, I need to put it on the actual method. Can you run .lower on bytes? That's pretty neat. Oh god.
It does seem a little smaller, which I do get frustrated with the one I use right now. The prompt looks nice, but it gets really long. This is not what I was trying to do on the stream. Okay, I'll look at that later. I'm gonna bookmark it and I'm gonna look at it later. Thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah, Jared Codes. We'll totally be checking that out.
What was I doing? I forgot what I was
Oh god. Many things are wrong. Logon cookies is breaking.
What did you do?
Everything that I did in web, like remember when we changed it to just use regex for the bytes? Mine was not used to that. So a lot of web is probably broken. R. In evaluate.
Esoteric and .malbeloge and raw base 58 are just hanging out.
Esoteric always gives us trouble. I don't know why.
Hey.
We will get to developing new units, hopefully. Or I will at some point, hopefully.
John usually develops more units. I usually try and fix things in the framework. That's usually how we
And then you
working.
go fix the units that I wrote.
Sometimes that does happen, yes.
Tried to write.
I don't understand what's going on with this Morse code.
Hey, Mythic, how's it going? Where did you guys learn all this? I don't know. Where did we learn all this?
I broke shit for a long time by accident.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was like, oh, that's why it's broken. And now I'm here.
Whoa, this happened earlier then, because we had a traceback. Way the F up there. Did I make the RSA module yet? No, I did not, Soul. that might be part of the stream. Fingers crossed. Can only evaluate string, not bytes. What's happening in basic SQLi? What are we doing?
I'm thoroughly confused.
What's going on?
Well, so what is Morse code? Does Morse code have to send it?
What is Morse code?
Okay, let me exclude crypto again, and let me see the actual result.
Did you mind cranking up your Sublime text or any of those? I'm so sorry.
You, like, make them bigger?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So that people can see.
Is that better?
Yeah. Do you mind keeping your terminal on the left side of your? I know I'm.
What do you mean?
Because I've got the little display of our faces over there.
Oh, yeah.
So if people for some reason wanted to see what you're typing, I don't know why they would, but.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking idiot and they don't want to see what I type.
You don't need a beta to code the RSA module. Just code RSA in Python, which is all I'm going to end up doing.
Oh god, the directory already is.
Ugh! What are all these errors coming from?
Oh, because it goes... Oh.
You don't need to know how the framework works. You just need variables.
Fuck you.
I don't even know how the framework works. We don't even know how the framework works.
I wrote it.
The framework doesn't even work.
Test results.
Okay, concatenate.
No, Katana.
What are you
This
doing?
is our fancy output. I don't remember if we've actually shown any of this yet.
Oh, let me hop to you. Yeah, we have not shown that web display.
Which is pretty cool.
Nor have we shown the images one, which I would be pleased to showcase. Because that's the stegsolve video at work. What about middle out compression? I guess I don't know what you mean, quantum bracket. What are you talking about?
Why is it running Morse code twice?
Does it have a from strings, from the child or the parent?
Yeah, strings runs and then it runs Morse code again. That's funny. So
I have to decode all of these in every single web unit.
What
I'm
found?
pissed.
What? Why is the result? Oh, that's why. I know why.
Jared Codes, is this on your GitHub? It is a private repo on my GitHub. We will release it eventually. I promise. I don't know if that eventually means a couple months or a couple weeks, but we will gift it to the world eventually. You should unprivate it.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
He's right. We should, and we will, someday.
So I'm gonna make this gross, like we did to strings.
Sweet. I like gross. Pretty sure that's all I need. What's up? Why do I post? Heck yeah. You should come hang out. What are you doing?
I'm gonna make something easier.
If you guys are willing to write this in Rust or in Go, that'd be great. That's what I was telling Entire. Like, please port Katana to Go.
We started to look at Go, but at the end of the day, there's just so many useful modules in Python.
Oh, now I don't need to...
We have to rewrite so much shit if we did it in Go.
Yeah.
And I...
Remember when we first started this, we wanted to do it in Go?
I wanted to. I was like, I bet Go would be great really for all this. But, like... The module base in Python is just so huge at the end of the day. Python
seems better, to be honest. Not worth it. I agree, Soul, and that's kind of why we did it.
It's kind of why we ended on this. I did have... that's how we ended up here. But I did have, like, kind of a want to do it with Go. Just I thought it would be cool, and I think the parallel stuff that they have in Go, all of the coroutines and things, I thought would be cool. I know Python kind of supports coroutines, but it's all kind of baked into Go at, like, a language level. I don't know. I thought it would be a cool project.
So yeah, Red Panda, we are in Python 3. We were absolutely adamant about that. Yay! It solved SQL. Why is form submit still broken though?
Hey, so I'm gonna make this locate flags thing. If the thing you give it is an array, then just recursively call itself on all the elements of the array. That way we don't have to do that over and over.
Say that again so I can process it.
So if you send, when you call out locate flags, if you send it an array, it will just like call itself on all the elements of the array instead of you having to go over the entire array. Okay. So you don't have to do that in all of the...
Okay. Quantum Bracket, to soothe you, I did play with TempleOS. I spun it up in a virtual machine, and I was like, this is freaking easy. We could do this in like 5 minutes.
I don't want to be Is. What is...
Soul says, make this solve my OSCP exam. It will someday. When we add some,
Actually, yeah, it might solve it.
It might.
If you know where to point it, it could.
I know there is you have one module.
You would still have to enumerate enough to like know where to point it.
LGEVI, Lagevel. I notice you. Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. Make it hacks Facebook. I mean, we could point it at Facebook, but that'd be bad. I think we do it very, very soon. Probably need to put a disclaimer on this thing before we make it public. They're like, don't use this when you don't have authority to use this. This will actively throw bad things. Okay, so SQL injection runs just fine. Let me run that again so you can see it. Spider's a lot of stuff. Why is it taking so long?
That, because that's going to return true if it's a string. I'm just going to...
Cookies.
I'm going to do it in a gross way.
This is rot 47, I think. Yeah. Why is that denoted as crypto? That should just be like rot 47. Yes, Crunchy. You are spot on. Your question is the eternal issue that we are struggling with. What's the point if it will solve hard CTFs? Why play CTFs if something will solve it for us? Yes. This is the dilemma that we quibble about every now and again.
I don't stop.
Were your esoteric languages still dying?
No.
Oh, I thought you said earlier they were.
No, they were dying. So I saw this weird thing as I was running it with weird parameters that they were just like hanging. I don't know if that was a consequence of what I was doing or a consequence of like something else. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What was I? Oh, fuck.
Kasek is asking, are you using Pwn Tools for logging? Yes, we are using Pwn Tools for logging. Whoa! Katana raised a utilities found flag and nothing caught it.
Oh, that might... yeah, that might be my fault.
That's fine. That's fine. Alex, is this like an auto CTF solver tool or something? Can someone explain to me what I'm seeing? That's the idea. It's supposed to run through some low-hanging fruit. Sinister Matrix is pinging me. Only make it available for people in the server. I don't know about that.
I mean, so if you make it available for anyone on the internet, then it will eventually be available for everyone on the internet.
Right,
Like,
right.
That's how the internet works.
No.
No.
Found flag.
Oh, you wanted these the other way around. I always go terminal on the right, and now you're making me like.
I'm so sorry. Ugh. I can move our pictures.
Oof.
You should release the framework, but keep the Ultra Elite modules to yourself. I can't give that injustice to my boy Caleb. The framework is his baby. I just like stood beside him and tried to help talk him through things.
You were my brick wall that I could yell at.
I was your rubber ducky.
That's the word you always use.
Well, that's because that's a proper term.
Listen, I don't need your shit, okay?
Where do I catch this found flag?
Why is this not ending? God damn.
What language is the framework? It's all Python. Is there a module that will bring my wife?
What did he say?
He said, "Is there a module that will bring my wife back?"
Oh.
I'm not gonna touch that one.
F. Can we get an F?
F.
In the chat?
Press F to pay respects.
Why are you the way that you are, Crypto?
Where did this error happen?
I also don't understand because Crypto, all of them have a lower priority.
Our priorities don't make sense. We've been saying this the whole time. Even when we added,
What if I set the priority of this to like -1000?
Oh, I just swapped the screen. My bad. If the screen tweaks out, I'm sorry. That's my fault. It's all my fault.
What'd you do?
I hit a stupid button. You're fine.
Classic John.
Try accept units found flag.
Wait, so is it not catching the found flag thing?
There's one line that's not.
Where? In Katana?
Yeah, in line 684. It's inside your XML side. The no XML jam.
684. Oh, I edited this.
It's in that. That's right there.
Oh.
I'm gonna try and figure out how to.
No, wait,
translate.
no, that's right. Locate flags should not catch the exception.
No. But something needs to.
Yeah, the thing that calls locate flags.
Right. Wait, is locate flags calling itself?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It's
it is
supposed
recursive.
to.
Yeah, okay.
So something outside of locate flags is not catching it. So whenever it calls locate flags,
That's target on line 89.
well, no, recurse calls it as well. Or are you talking about in your specific
It is
exception?
in my specific exception.
Okay, so target is calling
Target is
it.
also bad.
That's the problem. Target is calling it, which means whatever's calling. Is it in the constructor or target?
Yeah. it's
So
line
that
89.
means okay. So that makes sense. So in recurse, we need to catch that. But recurse should be fine. Is it in the initial target creation? That's probably what it
Yes.
is.
Yeah, it's the constructor.
But like the original target, is that what it is?
Oh.
Most likely, because in recurse, the thing that calls recurse will catch it.
It is because it tries to do self-config target, setting it to the original target.
Yeah, so that's all it is. That
Okay.
needs to have a try catch around it. Don't put it inside of recurse, because recurse is supposed to raise that exception.
Yeah.
Because normally recurse gets called from the units, and when the evaluate for the units gets called, there is a try catch around it to catch the found flag. It's just not in the constructor of Katana when it actually creates the initial target.
I follow.
Because it wasn't expecting it to like already find the flag during the construction of the Katana
Yeah.
object.
Yeah. Sinister Matrix asks, have you guys thought about integrating PyPy into this? PyPy is a thing.
How so? What? I don't understand.
Yeah,
the
how would
question.
So I need to do some Google on PyPy. It's a fast alternative implementation of the Python language.
Well, yeah, so like it's a different interpreter, but what do you mean by incorporated?
This would be a cool thing if you want to talk about the GIL, the global interpreter lock.
So I don't know whether it's affecting us or not. It probably is. So there's the whole problem that's existed for like what? I don't know, probably like 10, 15 years. I don't really know. I'm pulling those numbers straight out of my ass. of the global interpreter lock in Python, which renders like multi-threaded code that is CPU bound code. So for the non-computer sciencey and just like random programming people, that means that your code doesn't wait on any I/O operations like network or file. It simply does like math or something strictly on the processor. What happens is Python has a mutex, a lock, a multi-threading lock, that it locks every single time it's executing instructions, which makes, essentially, it makes single-threaded code faster, but, like, makes all... It doesn't make multi-threading moot, but it takes away a lot from multi-threading if you're completely CPU bound, because anytime you're executing instructions, they end up being serialized because that lock is being held. If you're doing a lot of I/O operations, then that lock is released whenever you do the I/O operations, like things like network, waiting on the network, or waiting on file reads and things like that. So you still get a performance boost as long as you're doing I/O operations. Katana is a lot of mix between both. Wherever we've been able to implement things in Python, we've implemented them in Python, which means there's minimal I/O operations for it to block on. So all those things are probably being affected by the global interpreter lock, because I was naive to its scope of like how much it would affect us at the beginning, to be honest. I've kind of looked into possibly moving to a multi-processing structure, but looks like it would be a nightmare to move the whole framework into that. And we're not seeing a lot of effects of it right now. We're still seeing pretty quick results, like pretty fast results. So I'm not crazy worried about it. CPython is the interpreter, the default interpreter that most people use is CPython. It's the Python interpreter written in C, and that's the one that has the global interpreter lock. Other Python interpreters don't have it. So like things like, I don't even know all of them off the top of my head. I know there's one in Java. There's PyPy that I'm not sure if it has the global interpreter lock. That's the Python interpreter written in Python. I'm not sure if it does or not. I know it was at the very beginning pretty specific to the C Python interpreter, but
let me read these comments to you that flowed through because it'll make you rage. The GIL is making your thread slower by only allowing one thread to hold the CPU lock. Someone says this is why the multi-processing library exists, and then you started to talk about it. And it says multi-processing doesn't share memory though, so you have to serialize data to beat it.
Yeah.
So there's no easy way to beat the GIL, which literally states, the library multi-processing states, it's a dirty hack around threading.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been down that whole road.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I was pretty naive to the whole problem when we initially started this. That being said, because we have a fair amount of I/O operations in a lot of these modules, I don't think it's affecting us too much. Obviously, I'm not so naive as to think it's not affecting us at all. But the amount that it's affecting us, I think, is negligible for now. From what I can see, it's really hard to measure.
I mean, we are getting those steg hide things solved in like less than 2 seconds.
So that's a lot of I/O operations, though. So that's
right. Okay, fair.
Because the steg hide, we didn't re-implement steg hide in Python because it's a huge ass fucking project, and I'm not going to re-implement all that in Python. It's all written in C or C++, I forget. So it's actually calling an external binary, the steg hide actual binary. So that's a lot of I/O operations and waiting on an external process and that kind of thing. So that stuff isn't really affected by it. It can utilize all the threads because most of the time spent in the steg hide module is actually waiting on another process, which allows other threads to run. Things that you might see it affect could be things like crypto, which are all implemented in Python. So theoretically it could speed that up. But it seems like a lot of stuff's running pretty well and fast anyway. I don't know. Like I said, I'm on the fence about it. I'd like to implement something different or better, but it looks like a nightmare. Like you said, like somebody said about the serializing data. At the end of the day, a lot of the stuff we have right now implemented, the way data is passed to the different threads and stuff like that, ends up using, essentially, it's not shared memory in the sense of like POSIX shared memory, but essentially shared memory. It's thread memory. Or it's, process memory, which is shared among the threads, obviously. So it kind of requires a redesign of a lot of things. We'd end up having to have either shared memory or using pipes or queues, which end up being implemented with pipes, to send the data back and forth, and they get serialized. I think it uses Pickle in the back end. I I don't know. It looks like it would be gross to actually get the whole frame reported over there. Maybe at some point I'll do it, but it's gross right now, and I am not doing it right now. It's funny that they all brought up the exact things that cried over the other day when I was reading everything.
Yeah, we were struggling on that. What did you want to do for that locate flags exception? I see it in both target and the recurse function now.
So
it should just be
not in there.
Well, I know did we want on recurse?
So no, it shouldn't be in recurse. So the place that it's being caught right now is in the actual
target and constructor.
No, the place where it's being caught.
Oh.
Where the exception is being caught is in it's in the worker thread when it calls unit.evaluate. So all you need to do is put the try except for the found flag around the constructor in where it constructs the original target.
Oh boy.
Which is in Katana. I forget
it's
where
at the very
exactly.
top.
I think it's a constructor of Katana.
It is.
No, I think it's in the evaluate function of Katana.
It is.
So you would need to put a try except around that. And if that actually succeeds and you get a found flag, then you can not do any of the rest of that function, essentially. Actually, yeah, because we're exiting whenever we find a flag. So yeah, you would literally essentially not do any of that.
Straight up return, right?
You would want to build whatever results that may exist from the construction of that thing.
This guy.
I think you can just, so everything above that build results call, put it inside an else statement from the except.
Gotcha.
It's going to be gross and indent everything.
That's fine.
You want to accept
Is it units flag found?
It's either units or utilities.
I've seen found flag. Utilities.
I don't know why it's in there, to be honest with you.
Why am I by default?
Pass.
Woo!
I think if you put it down to right before build results, up.
Yeah, right before build results can then.
And then it'll never start any of the threads. It'll just end because it found a flag. I think that'll work.
Yeah. Let's try those ones that it spat up on. It didn't like resources and crypto warm up. Clean.
Okay, that looks nice.
Let's see how the other one goes.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
So that one still starts. Are you sure it finds it at the beginning?
It doesn't have it found it in the recurse function. So this was the other location of it.
So found it
in recurse. So
yeah. No, can you go back to the exception?
Yep.
It finds it in.
It just calls it in an if statement to see whether or not it's.
But why is it not getting caught by the? So go to the worker thread function or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. It's worker or something. Unit worker. See, it's
do it there, but
that's calling unit.evaluate, which is what's raising the exception.
Right.
So why is it not getting caught?
Def.
Yeah, but that's fine because recurse is being called by unit.evaluate. See, it's in evaluate.
Yeah.
So what else would be calling what? How is that not getting caught? Go back to the unit worker real quick. What the fuck? Go to the Affine thing. Maybe the Affine.
Yeah, that's what I was about
weird.
to go. Crypto.
Classic crypto. Fucking.
Yeah, man. Affine, crypto, and esoteric just straight up break us.
Oh, it's because it has try except exception. It catches all exceptions itself. That's stupid. Take the whole block out.
I don't know where or why this will break, but when it does.
That's why. Classic.
Classic John. Ruining everything.
I was like, this will work great. We'll just throw an exception for a found flag. It'll stop everything. Until John catches all exceptions and prints the trace back.
Great. That's a rot 13, and it should have figured that out a lot faster. What did you do?
I don't know what to do about this.
What are you looking at now?
Well, did we ever set the priority for all the crypto stuff?
I went through and added priorities to just about everything, but a lot of them were apparently bad. Oh, yes, Soul, I'm very sorry. I told you that I would send you something, and then I totally ignored you because I'm distracted. And there are people watching me across the internet waves. I think the latest version of PrimeFact, sorry, I opened it up in a different browser. I think this one will call out to FactorDB. Or, I know there is FactorDB. PrimeFact Fork.
All of these have a really low
this
priority.
guy. That might work. Soul, if you want to take a look, gander at him. Now, I know people were nagging at me in the Discord server.
Oh, it's Tech Little V, you idiot.
Sorry, I should put Caleb on the spotlight.
Nah, man, you're fine. You do you.
Nah, dude.
Why is it recursing into crypto before it recurses into Unhexify when all of these priorities are so fucking low? I don't.
We didn't even try Watt 40. What? Didn't even try Caesar. Unitcrypto.caesar. Target unapplicable.
God.
No English letters.
Well.
What?
Are there no English letters?
No! It's filled with English letters. You're wrong. You're wrong.
You're stupid.
You're broken and wrong. Wrong.
Blah.
Crypto. What am I doing? Caesar.
Oh my god.
What's up?
It's getting stuck in base 32 and base 85 because the fucking crypto is taking this thing and turning it into all these weird letters that all technically satisfy these bases.
I hate you, crypto unit. All of you are evil.
Fuck! Wait, isn't crypto only... No, that's true. Never mind.
What is target.stream
crypto.
right now? Self.target.stream. I think you're evil.
Why is this taking so long to exit when I hit Control C?
Bytes.io object. Print stream dot read. One. Wait a second.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
I'm pretty sure this code is just straight up wrong.
Classic.
With IO text wrapper.
I don't want to wait for this to end,
Read every character.
but I also want to see the results.
Diff. What are you spinning up over there?
Well, I'm waiting for Morse code to end because I killed it early, and I just want to see like the tree of results to see what exactly, like how it didn't catch on Hexify.
Yeah.
Did I ever push the thing where
That's
it pulls
right.
them out in the right order? Because I think it might be pulling them out in the wrong order. That might.
Hopefully we have intelligent commit messages now.
Whoa! I wouldn't go that far.
Hey.
Okay. So we pull a thing out, then we append, which appends to the right. We want to pop left because we want to pop the oldest things. And if it fails, we want to...
Hirakaze. Is that how you say it, Julian? Haircase? That's the, I played it last year, and it was... I don't remember. I think it was good, I think it was bad. Okay, we're printing, we're breaking, so we're obviously breaking.
Append.
And then...
Pop.
Once we
Left.
break, we just straight up erase this. So... That's not
That
good.
might help.
If we are good, then we can just kind of return out of this.
Oh, hey! When I pop them in the right order, It does what it's supposed to do.
That's unreal.
I'm gonna push this. This is a good commit.
I'm gonna push this. Ship it.
Gotta hit I so
First
I can start
pronunciation was corrector. Hirakaze, I think. Yeah, that's how I have heard it. Go, Crypto Caesar. Why did you not do it? I told you to do it and you're not doing it anymore. You make no sense.
Hey, you should pull this because this might help some things.
Okay.
I just pushed.
Okay.
So essentially what was happening, so the recurse queue, it was being pushed on, so you have, it's a double-ended queue, so it's being pushed on the right side of the queue, and then when it went to go grab things off the recurse queue, it was popping them off the right side of the queue, but we want to pull things off, the oldest things off the queue first, so it needed to pop from the left.
Oh.
So it was pulling the newest things off the recurse queue first, which were actually the least priority.
Neato.
So I fixed that, and now it finishes in an appropriate amount of time without excluding crypto. It finishes in 0.81 seconds, which I think is okay. It's not as fast as I'd like it to be, but 0.81 is not terrible. It should actually obey priorities properly now.
Perfect. Priorities. The functionality we were hoping for should finally work now.
The what?
The functionality we were hoping for should finally work now.
I wonder if that speeds up like the general tests thing.
Why isn't Caesar finding this? Because this is absolutely a Caesar cipher. Yeah, so I'm really bad at Git Stash. Julian's making fun of me.
I keep telling you to go.
You literally tell me just Git Stash.
Did you just commit like half-edited code just so you could pull what
Don't
I had?
tell the internet. There are only 40 people watching.
You just showed them. This happens all the time. He commits like half-edited code so that he can pull something I've pushed. And every single time I tell him,
I'm just bad.
Bro, you should totally just stash that.
Git Stash Pop. That's a thing. I was looking at something.
Does that work any better for you? Did you do it yet?
What did you ask me to do?
To pull what I did?
I did pull.
Does it work any better? Does
Just
it
what?
fix anything you were doing?
Not currently.
Oh, dang it.
You're useless, Caleb.
Well, hey, look, I am not. Look, Morse code is not timing out. It's running at 3.9 seconds, so fuck you.
You know what? You're probably right. Except for that little base 64 where they're running at, what is that, 15, 18 second?
I don't need your shit.
Why is that happening?
Everything is green on this page right now, so...
Except for, well, I mean...
It's still green! It found the flag! Okay, except for basic SQL Pico. But isn't Pico dead? Isn't that why?
No.
Okay,
well... Maybe. We might have DOSed Pico again. Sorry. I'm sorry, Alex. How do you run Pwn Tools on Python 3? So...
That's actually a good question.
There is a thing. I'll switch to me.
Do it. I'm just watching these tests finish. I actually have to use the head, so I'll be right back.
I have to entertain them all myself?
Yeah, you have to. It's all you.
That's. I guess that's what I do.
You literally do that all the time.
On the rest of the channel. So, you can run Pwn Tools 3. I'm sorry, you can run Pwn Tools in Python 3. You can pull it from their Git repository, though. So, I have in my requirements.txt file the Python 3 Pwn Tools thing, which you can track down and you can go to and you should be able to play with. Maybe there's probably, people in the chat are probably saying it's in beta, it's in alpha, it's totally dead, it's never going to work. Yeah, so they stopped this. Project's not really maintained anymore, but it is Pwn Tools for Python 3, so what are you going to do? Bob's your uncle. Alright. I was working with the Caesar cipher that was not working correctly, and I don't know why. Zhad says, I tried this once, but pwntools.process had QEMU errors. That's weird. What were you doing with your process?
So, That's probably from your... Were you trying to run a thing from a different architecture? Because Kimi should only run if it's trying to run something like from a different architecture.
Caesar. What the hell?
Sorry, I just like sat down and hopped into your conversation.
That's fine. That's what I would have expected you to do. You fool.
I gotta drink my alcohol real quick. Inhale my alcohol.
Why can't... When you can't get Caesar Cipher working? Yeah, thanks, Soul. I appreciate that. My Caesar Cipher won't work.
Does Caesar work for me? Is there a test for Caesar?
Go if you check out the README.
Caesar worked for me.
Crypto.Caesar on our thing, but the Pico one is not working.
Oh, I don't have that. I don't have the Pico one in my.
Just check out. Oh yeah, I mean if you do some manual testing, it's on the README, but I know you're not a fan of that.
I mean, it's all great for like doing like testing for when you're trying to fix something. I just like the automated thing for like. Oh, I wonder if everything's still working after I just broke everything.
Yeah, you know? Agreed. Soul, you are more than welcome to do all the crypto. Let me show you this friggin'.
Just make sure they have really low priorities.
Yeah.
Nothing above 75.
We're probably just gonna end up excluding crypto all the time anyway.
I don't know. You don't have to now.
You're right. Oh, that's the case, isn't it?
What?
Now with your correct popping of the priority queue,
it should be okay because it should be doing it in the right priorities. You shouldn't have to exclude crypto anymore.
Okay.
I shouldn't say anymore. You might have to occasionally because crypto's evil, but
we need a misspelled typo of crypto substitution. We need RSA. We need Bow for it. We need Play Fair, etc., etc. And I'm sure there's more of this crap that we need.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the internet.
I'm sorry for being alive.
Did you even work on the Windows? Did you only do reverse engineering for ELF files?
Wait.
Are you trying to talk about
Katana
Dumbos?
Or just in general?
Yeah. With Katana, we haven't touched Windows side of the house.
Yeah, with Katana, there's also not much RE stuff.
Not yet. Also, I don't know how you automate reverse engineering.
I mean, you could say that the strings is kind of...
If we were to, like, spam or flood Ltrace or Strace, I think that might be neat. But...
Yeah, you could do that. You could... You'd have to do some pattern recognition stuff for, like, moving strings into memory, and it could try and pull those out. Like, if you see a string of instructions that are all moving bytes into consecutive addresses in memory, you could, like, try and pull that out. Because that's a really common thing in, like, some basic reverse engineering. But you'd have to do some pattern matching of, it's moving these hex values that are all in ASCII range to consecutive locations in memory in multiple instructions. I think you could do that, but it would...
That's wrong.
Visionaire also...
My Caesar Cipher is not doing it right now.
What's going on with Basic SQL? I'm going to check out Basic SQL.
Alright, you do that.
Because it's failing on my end. Oh, classic. It's getting in a... Look at these. What does that look like to you, John?
Sorry, what?
What does this look like to you?
What is happening?
Crypto.
We could just call AFL and pummel the binary. Julian suggests just use American Fuzzer Lop. Or build your own fuzzer, which would be even better. Yeah, I want to pull a lot of stuff from FuzzDB. If you guys haven't heard or seen that, that's a pretty neat thing. FuzzDB. GitHub. Or anything from like Payload All the Things would be super nice to rip in there. But FuzzDB has a lot of really cool strings for just kind of any attack. So check out all attacks, Unix, and then special characters, special kinds of formatting, local file inclusion, command injection, etc., URL encoding, blah, blah, blah. So super neat. That would be cool to just spit in there and make it threaded. Okay, so Caesar Cipher's way broke right now.
Cool. What is that exception?
What do you got?
I don't know. I got an exception. Oh, this is the post thing. Can you push?
Yeah.
Are you in a place where you can push? Because you fixed this exception on the post bullshit with the string or the bytes, right?
Yes, I did. That shouldn't still be breaking though.
I mean, I haven't pulled.
Hey, Bruce, how's it going?
I haven't pulled since you did that. So.
Git add. Git commit. What did I do for Affine and Caesar? What the crap did I do for Affine?
I don't know.
Oh, gosh. But all those should already still be pushed. Are you in the right branch?
I'm in master.
Yeah.
And I'm up to date.
Dang, dude.
You did some stuff right as you sat down, because you were talking about the bytes issue.
Yeah, and I fixed all that, and I'm surprised you hadn't pulled it, because I pushed it before you pushed your priority queue.
I'm up to date, but I don't think you pushed it.
Now you have it all. That's really weird.
You hadn't pushed it.
What?
Look at that, it works now.
It wasn't in... Huh. Alright, whatever.
Alright, well, there's nothing wrong with...
Basic SQL injection now?
Yeah, basic SQL injection. I just didn't have your newest commit.
Cool.
What about Visionaire?
King Ayub, what's up? Okay. So... If C does not equal negative, if I doesn't...
You found the flag! I can see, that's crypto fucking with the flag. I see braces.
You already have the flag, Katana. What are you doing, man? Result dot append. You did some weird thing to this crypto.
What'd I do?
Your implementation of the Caesar cipher is doing weird things.
How so?
I can't really explain it.
Whoa, a bytes-like object is required, not string.
Where's that at? Oh, veneer?
Yeah.
Classic crypto.
Is it actually coming from? Yeah, it's coming.
Looks
from
like it.
Yeah. I'll fix that. It's not a big deal. What are you talking about? My implementation is weird.
I guess I don't need that there. So this is our Caesar cipher. See nonsense.
Okay.
So it reads it all A-OK. As you can see, it's reading that line, but the result that it finds kind of craps up.
What the
Looks like it's getting only
Why is it only doing
capital
one character?
letters.
It's also doing the same character over and over, which
Yeah.
makes sense. Go back to the
Yeah.
code. CN.
My clock saying, I think you're thinking of Terminator. And that's what I use to split up the console.
Or Tmux if you don't want.
True.
If you want like an actual console version, or screen can technically is like the old school version.
Yeah.
Why dot append? Oh wait. If index does not equal -1.
Yeah, because that's the character. No, it's just solid like magic.
Okay, that's all it was.
I'm a fool, because I should have read that.
I did that. That was my dumb code.
I probably could have just read that, though, rather than whining. Hell, it broke!
Please take the new line out. Please, oh God, take the new line out. Oh, there's an extra one in the for loop.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
It's not gone yet. Still not. Let's go fix Visionaire.
Zhad, I saw that. The WhatsApp news. Everyone should just switch to Signal.
Key index not in valid cares.
Master race. Okay. Julian says no. Don't use Signal. Stay away from Signal.
Why?
Bad. Why? Alex Leontrados is supporting me. Signal, baby.
Oh!
Fixed crypto.caesar to actually do a Caesar cipher this time.
Is this the problem? Is this why you're mad? Visionaire? It just takes a long time to find it now. I fixed it, but it takes 5 seconds to find the flag.
And what?
Visionaire.
Sweet.
I don't know why it takes so long.
I mean, as long as it finds it. I'm not too whiny. So it's been an hour, and we said that we would write...
That made... What?
I said that we would write new units, but I haven't done that yet.
Oh, I mean, I never said that. I'm here to fix problems.
Yeah. Going through some testing.
I fixed like 2 problems already. So
yeah, you've been good. Is Katana going to be public anytime soon? Well, I still want to run through all of those issues. Add those new... I would still like to add those new units. And I have a long list of units. If anyone would like to write some Python code to be able to do some of these things, I would appreciate. But it's hard because it's hard because yes, Katana is air quote done. Like this is what it's supposed to do. This is what it has always been done.
Oh, you pushed.
Sorry.
That's fine.
But we're still finding bugs, finding issues, trying to predict the future, and that's the hard part about this.
It'll never be perfect.
No.
But we also go back and forth on the whole, like, are we going to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Back and forth all day long.
Yeah.
All day. Every day. I fixed Visionaire. I pushed that, but
Sweet, man.
It wasn't a big commit. It was just that one line that was fucked up.
So, if anyone is watching along, that Husky image from PicoCTF is reading between the eyes, that challenge. You can solve that with Z-Steg, and Katana will rip it out, which is kind of nice. Recovering from the snap is neat. Also, this can showcase my image display. Tac I. So, as we're finding images, Katana will pop up a little thing if you give it the Tac I side. And, oh god, we're running through crypto. Stop! Exclude crypto.
Oh no! I thought we didn't have to do that anymore. I thought I fixed it.
Sinister, nothing is broken. That's a lie.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Why are we not finding images? What are you doing, Base64?
What is your name again?
What's my name again?
I was trying to find your GitHub, but I forgot your name for about half a second. Not like I actually forgot your name, I just forgot what I was trying to type.
Yep, I get you.
But also, like, your name is easily forgettable.
It is. The 4 letters are pretty hard.
Issues. Web.git is broken. I guess I could do that.
Would you mind taking a look at Git?
Yeah.
It's
yelling about the constructor arguments I added.
It's also... That's a steaming pile, dude. So, I hadn't told the story yet, but...
Oh yeah, this is funny.
Yeah, this is good. I wonder if I can get it to do it again.
Do you want it?
Do I want that to happen?
That was hilarious.
So, I was testing some web challenge. I was testing some web challenge, and I had the README open on the right side of my screen, like I do right now, and the terminal is open on the left. And some web challenge will run web.git. And web.git, in the horrible implementation that I tried to put together, will go ahead and download everything from a found Git repository if it finds one online. And some people might have heard me yelling about this in the Discord.
What? I don't find a test for Git. Where's the place that has a Git repository?
I will spin one up on my local machine.
Is this server actually is this something real?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You might still be able to download stuff from that.
Okay.
That's a UUTCTF.
Okay. Sorry, I derailed you.
No, you're perfectly fine. So this mishap for the web.git unit, it will go ahead and try and download a publicly accessible Git directory, and then what it does is it tries to do a little git grep. I'll shut this down here. And we'll just basically grep for the flag format, hope it can find it, and then it will look through all the commit messages. If it can find a flag in the commit messages, it calls that good. And then, a horrible thing is it loops through every single commit, grabs all the files, and recurses on all of those files, so it continues to fan out as Katana does and cut stuff up. What I didn't realize is that it suddenly, in a horrible way, latched onto the current repository, as in the Katana repository itself. the .git repository that we're working in. So my README started flickering in Sublime Text, and there were lines like dying.
Specifically, the reason it was flickering is because the Git module was checking out every commit in the repository in order.
So my README was slowly falling away into the abyss. And I'm like, what is happening? And thankfully Z-Shell, now that I'm in that, showed me that I was no longer in master.
Some random commit.
I was in commit like C900,083, and I was like, oh no. Crunchy asks, John, do you have a LinkedIn? Do you want a job? I always want a job. And I do have a LinkedIn.
I don't. It's fine.
Caleb doesn't want a job. You're trapped, man.
I don't want to talk about it.
Why do I post? Thank you, brother. Thanks so much. I'm grateful. You know we're going to be sharing that beer fund, so I'm all for it. Thank you. What were we doing?
I forget. Oh, yeah, I was going to look at Git.
You were going to look
What
at
is the
Git.
flag format for this Git thing that you... in this
Oh, God.
URL? I guess I could just do the challenge, but I don't feel
It's
like
it's UUTCTF, all lowercase curly braces. Send the link to your LinkedIn. Oh, gosh.
UUTCTF?
Yeah, UUTCTF. Let me actually track that down and make sure that's the right thing. UUTCTF Troublemaker Write-Up.
Whoa, yeah, it's complaining about INET a lot. Your issue was correct.
This is a YouTube video. Stop! I do support Warlock Rudex. He's a cool dude.
Oh, gross. This is gross.
Hey.
It actually doesn't look that bad. There's just a lot of stuff going on here. Did you copy all this code from someone else? Be honest.
That's the one that you literally said, why isn't there a Git dumper script written in Python? I'm like, oh, there probably is. And then we found it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so for this challenge, can you see my screen real quick?
Me?
I don't know if you want to. This is once you download the Git repository, one of the commits, I think very, very one of the last ones, this still needs purging. This guy ran reset hard, but you shouldn't have to. And there's a string that was removed, which is a base 64 string, and that is the flag. All caps UUTCTF.
Okay, I have the right flag for me then.
But I don't know if you'll be. Hopefully, you'll be able to trip up. You won't trip up on that base 64. Sinister asks, Caleb, why do you use Terminator? Any thoughts to using Tmux?
Because I'm lazy and haven't configured Tmux.
So you used to run Tmux, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I have briefly, but I'm lazy and haven't got it all set up to my liking.
Yeah.
And Terminator is just kind of working for me right now, so
I ran Screen for the longest time, but once I found Terminator, I much, much more enjoy that. Admin panel. Oh, this is a PCAP one, which Katana should be able to rip through.
What is this complaining about? What the fuck?
Good.
Required positional arguments. WebGit.py. What? I'm looking at what line is that? John, can you explain yourself for a second?
Absolutely. What you got? What's going on?
What the fuck? Oh wait, never mind. I see what's going on here.
I needed to pass in because remember
unit Katana. It's calling INET.
Yep. Irish name repo should be able to be solved. It's supposed to be able to be solved. I don't know why it's not solved.
Where are you initializing this download?
What is web.spider doing?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dear Lord God Almighty.
Okay. Irish name repo is a peak. Oh, I have to send you my LinkedIn. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about that. I'm not a very LinkedIn guy. I have messages. Oh, dang.
No, it's because you're not passing all the...
Everything's wrong, isn't it? Crunchy. There it is, bro. Whoa! Is it not letting me send links? No! What the heck's going on? How did you make the animated lowers behind threads in terminal? That's PwnTools.progress.
I actually wish I could turn it off.
Yeah, it's actually wasting a thread.
A lot of threads.
Which is kind of a bummer. Live dashboard is coming back. Hopefully I can send this now.
Yeah, you just plain didn't pass these arguments in like multiple places.
So, yeah, that was an issue.
You were just like, no, I don't believe in those arguments.
Okay. Why can I not send this? Crunchy, are you on my Discord server? That would be easier to send this. I don't know why YouTube is just not letting me send that. They don't like you advertising yourself on the internet.
That is YouTube.
Do you realize that based on the analysis of the sound of your individual keystrokes, we can get the password to your GitHub? Really? I'd be very impressed. Classic, I would love to see you decode my decode my password through the sound of my keystrokes. That'd be cool. You have Discord.
Oh god, don't be doing that. Don't. Okay, I'm still on master. I don't actually know what it's doing.
I was going to Irish name repo. I was trying to solve that. Okay.
Git is just stuck.
Have a Snapchat.
Uh-oh. You should have a couple. I got them. I got scared because I forgot that this was actually going to try and check out stuff in my current directory, but it ended up not doing that. So I don't know what it was doing. It was just stuck on web.git. Never did it.
Michael Stone, props to you. Thanks for coming to hang out all the way from China. I'm grateful. So, Spider should find this login page. Because web.spider looks at a web page and then tries to download and find hrefs. Which it does, and it should find login.html. Which is that. And then you can just do basic SQL injection to get that flag, which we have units for. So let's check out web.spider and see what it's doing. Because I want to make sure it's actually getting stuff. Classic and Mai Kioxing, however you say your name. You guys are really getting into this. This is cool.
What's going on?
They're trying to find out what my password is by the sound of my keystrokes.
How would...
Yeah?
I don't know how you would do that.
I don't know either. Unitweb.spider. You are not even finding things. What links do we have? What are you doing? You have no links.
Is it ever finished downloading? Fuck.
Oh no.
What'd you do?
Is it not downloading? And that's why, yeah. Okay, no download is breaking that. Do I use that at all?
Use what?
No download. Use it for the vault and Irish name repo, but I don't think it's doing what I want it to be doing. Killen just asked me, why are you showing Irish people?
What?
I'm doing the
what's wrong with
Irish name replay. Yeah. There's nothing. I'm not gonna touch this. I'm aborting this. You found login, and you're doing web basic SQL injection. How are you not finding the flag? Stop looking at CSS.
This procedure is heavy.
Hey. Making fun of my comments over there.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, all 40 of you guys, thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks for watching what we're doing. Super stupid, simple stuff. Just having fun.
What is life?
We're finding this, so why is it not working? Units. Web.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You moving out?
Yeah.
Good. It's pretty horrendous. Will you do another Hack the Box VM in the future? Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you guys want to see those as streams or as a video, but I would love to do that. You guys Hack the Box, they switched their challenge format to now be active and retired. So it's the same kind of setup as boxes, which is pretty neat. Yeah, Z-Hat, I'm checking out now what the basic SQL injection is doing, or if it's actually finding this, because it's supposed to. Are you going to the right place? Nope. And what is your payload?
You want to re-implement Dirtbuster?
Oh god. Oh, those are not adding these correctly. Do you want to re-implement Dirtbuster?
I mean, it's just in your new unit.
That was a question. Is like, do we really want to do this?
I don't know.
I don't see why not.
I guess it's not really that complicated.
No.
You're just taking a word list or
yeah.
a URL or URI list.
So we're not finding the right last location.
You could do that.
We're not even using the last location because we're stupid.
Classic.
We are finding the right one. So now...
Should we call it Dirtbuster though?
Yeah, there we go. Now it finds a flag like hell.
Dirtbuster is the name of a specific tool, and it's not using Dirtbuster.
Call it Derpy. Derpy.
Derpy.py? Or dir.py. Derpy.
I don't know.
Dir.py.
Dir.py?
For Derpy.
Oh, Michael Stone's talking about WFuzz. Sinister Matrix says, yeah, we have PyBuster that R4J put together. If you're willing to actually take a gander at that, Caleb, you might...
I can look at the other one. I was just going to implement it from scratch.
Raj, if he's with us. Or Sinister, do you have his GitHub? Is he, drag this down here. This is just some random dude's GitHub. Hello, Richard Jones. Thanks for coming on the show today. R4J. That's not him. He shared it in the Discord. I don't know if you can track down his, repository. Thanks, Sinister.
Are you talking to me?
No, sorry.
Okay,
but it would be worthwhile if you were to take a look at that, just see what he did for his... Because he has, like, some cool threaded head thing for...
Yeah, I'm going to do something stupid in the meantime.
Okay, sweet.
But,
I'm cool with that.
You know.
That's how we roll.
Does web unit check this? Is there, like, a base unit for web that checks if it's a URL?
Hopefully. I think our target file should do that.
Not the target. Target will find out if it uses a URL, but web unit checks and fails if it isn't a URL.
Nice.
Which is good. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That means I don't have to do that.
Okay. Connection ILS. Let's put that in. Make sure that doesn't break the other SQL injection challenge. I know there was one. Oh, you put stuff. My push should have already pushed that. Oh. Now you guys should have plenty of audio of me typing my password repeatedly. There you go. There's another basic SQL injection challenge. Why not use SSH keys for GitHub? Yes, you're right. That is also something that Caleb and Julian have been ragging on me to do. Especially because of... I use LastPass, so why the crap would I not? But I actually think I have an SSH key set up for GitHub, and it's like not the right one. It won't let me add the new one because it thinks it's wrong. So I tried to mess with it before and totally failed. So I'll follow my sword again.
Is it URL? I wrote this and I don't remember.
Okay. This is using Web Spider. This is not using Auto. So I wonder. Oh, it's actually tac no download. Will not find it. I don't think that's a good argument anymore. I don't really trust that. Are password vaults to be trusted? I mean, I think so. Personally. Whoa!
The only reason I like LastPass is because... Oh, okay,
Thanks,
actually,
Edison.
I was going to say something, but to be honest, I've never actually looked into it personally and looked at the code. Supposedly, you can look at the code for the LastPass extension and see that it's encrypting your stuff before it gets sent to the server. Admittedly, I've never personally done that.
Yeah.
But supposedly you can. Which means that, yes, it's being stored in their servers, but it's also being encrypted, and my password is never being sent to them, and it's being encrypted with my password before it gets sent to them. So assuming a sufficiently complex personal password, theoretically they could brute force it, but, I mean, at some point you have to trust someone. I don't know.
Would you like to take a look at this guy's PyBuster code? Or do you care at the moment?
I'm going to look at it. What is the exception that requests throws? I don't really remember.
This is, if you go to GitHub,
yeah,
it's github.com/r4j and then 1337 leet.
R4J?
Yep. And it's PyBuster. If you are by any means curious.
They use the exact same output format as GoBuster.
It does fuzzing too, I believe. Slick. I'm seeing YouTube comments coming through on my phone. It says, "This is why PHP is a terrible language."
This is rough to read. I apologize if someone on this channel wrote this, or on this thing wrote this. I don't mean to be rude, but
Raj is in our Discord. He's a cool guy.
I don't mean to be rude about it. I just mean it's rough to read.
I suck at writing code too, so I'll write dirty scripts.
That's also my opinion after looking at it for a total of half a second.
I mean, yeah. I don't know if it does some neat things though. Mr. Robots should run fine now. Oh, jeez. Oh, this was the bug that I was trying to fix. Target top high.
What?
I'm leaving.
What?
Not you.
Oof.
Not seeing anything, not seeing some good stuff?
Well, I mean, it's probably fine. It just kind of bothers me whenever people read files that they don't know all completely into memory. Like this word list could be like 4 gigabytes and you're just trying to read the entire thing into memory. Like, will the computer listen and do it? Yeah. Will you swap a bunch? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on how much memory the person has.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I know that is always your, it's always your point.
Maybe there's a reason for that, though. I don't know. I'm still reading. There might be a legitimate reason.
What the crap?
What is J? Oh, wait, for J. Oh.
These lines are straight duplicates in 2 different if statements. This is just wrong code, and this is the right code. But do we need these? What are we doing?
I would change some things in here, but I think it could be useful. It's like a reference, you know?
These are the same variables.
I almost forgot about the test if it actually returns 4 or 4 for something that really doesn't exist.
That's actually important. Base target. This is sketching me out.
There's a function in Pwn Tools to generate a random string. Is it fiddling? Is it part of fiddling?
Chicken Nuggets is making fun of me like, what is happening? What are we doing? Is sub-target, is sub-results. Those are the different things. Base target path plus B. Maybe that'll fix stuff. That looks right, right? Okay. There was some other error that I was working with, I think.
This is definitely not real, plus random string love length 100. Classic.
Nice.
This exists. I'll kill myself.
Bet.
Oh wait, still gotta try self.method target.url headers. Oh no. Headers. Does read the docs support the head? method.
Sorry, I deteriorated.
Damn it!
Taking my phone.
That doesn't have head. What's a website that does not support head?
45 people that are watching. What's a website that doesn't support head? You can just build one. However, that would be more than it's worth. That juice is not worth the squeeze, as
Damn
they
it,
say.
Google, stop supporting everything. GitHub.
Why are you finding the flag 3 times? Stop.
Katana, you're doing it too well.
Let me play that one back one more time for all the people.
Why does everything support head? Website that doesn't support head.
I literally just changed this line.
Does O'Reilly.com support head?
Can't concat string
God,
to bytes.
fuck. I thought it was common for people to turn off head.
Ryan, I'm not even going to read that one out loud, dude.
What did he say? Say it out loud.
No!
Unlike John, I don't have the page open, so I can't even see it. Oh my god, everything supports
Sinister.
head.
You're not helping this, buddy. You getting a bro call? Ben Guru.
Yes.
Mom?
What's up? I mean, me and John are streaming. I'm talking to you on a YouTube video right now.
Caleb, you're fired. Never letting you in the show again.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
What the heck is doing? Okay, this isn't.
I will always eat your food. Yeah.
Quality phone call. I feel like I need to put this on the outside. Just cast it to bytes, like no matter what it is.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know why that's happening though.
Yeah, do you need another car or you just need body?
Why are you getting this flag 3 times?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. Whoops, that's my Facebook going on the internet. It wasn't on me, was I?
No, you're good.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Upstream starts with bytes.
But
that literally has an encoding.
sometimes you just gotta help bro out, you know?
I can't. This happens in 2 cases, and I just don't want to deal with it. But I'm gonna have to. Isn't it like if type of base target path is if type is right? You can do that thing.
You can do. It's is an if instance of. You can do that too, but the technical way to do it is if instance of. The word like all one word.
I think it's
is
is
instance.
instance,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm an idiot.
And the argument.
Comma bind or bytes. What am I can't speak.
Get
I'm
off.
done.
Go.
Oh my god! Everything.
Then we don't need to do that, but we would in the other case.
Why does everything support head?
You're getting some fire in the chat right now.
Why?
You're just making some good old jokes about head.
About head? Whoa! I'd like to get an F in the chat from Ryan.
I like that you keep calling these Fs in the chat. like last time, everyone obeyed. Everyone was like, there were like 17 Fs that were going on.
Ryan needs some Fs right now.
F.
what is the thing I'm looking for? Exceptions.
So many F's. There goes Sinister. This is the quality content you guys came for. Now will I actually convert this to bytes? Because I'm tired of dealing with these two different cases. Oh my gosh. Please don't error. For the love of God. Just exit. You found the flag. Stop trying. Thank you.
Where's the actual fucking documentation for Python requests?
Are you not? No, okay.
Read the docs. There it is.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I googled it and all that was coming up was this stupid real Python link. Really annoying. Errors and exceptions. That's what I want. In the event of a network problem, connection error. The issue request return inaccessible status. If a request timeout exceeds the configured number of maximum directions,
how do you get suggestions of functions on Sublime? It should just do it, man. What version of Sublime are you using? Alex, all you need to do is run VS Code.
Fuck that. I'm not trying to run JavaScript Satan in my fucking...
Electron?
Fuck that.
Get out of this house.
This is a purely compiled household as I write Python. What?
I was having a real ass conversation. We were going bro level with Caleb because I try not to, hit a hard fat vape on the stream. I try not to out myself like that. But I was like, Caleb's like, I don't give a shit. I'll do it.
Yeah. I was like, John, can I just use this on the stream? Does it bother you? And he's like, no, it's fine.
It's not your channel.
I told you if it bothers you, I won't do it.
It's a joke.
It's a joke, man. It's a joke.
It was a joke.
It's for a bit.
The audio's not cracking yet, is it? I see we're getting in the red a lot, and that's pretty hefty. Chicken Nugget says, that should really clean out your PC. Alright, I'm going to hop to you, because I'm doing a bad job of entertaining people.
I'm not doing a very good job either. I don't know what happens if the thing doesn't support head, so...
Family-friendly content.
I'm talking about the HTTP request method, Jonathan.
Only true vapors drive Subarus. What? That's what Sepherston said in the chat. Oh my gosh, we found it! Stegsolve did it!
Greatest detective.
Oh, bros, broskies, everyone on the internet, all 50 of you that are using the internet. Let me show you this. This will work. Check it out. We get the now you don't, so we're looking at our images right now. This image is way too big and it's totally crapping out. I shouldn't have done this. I got so excited. And then I ruined it. Thanks, T-Kinter. Alright, so stegsolve is cranking through these. I think this is a stegsolve challenge. You can see it added the current target, which is the download file that we got. Now you don't. And then stegsolve will run through and go through those different channels and planes, just as it did in that stegsolve video. And it's going through a couple of these. I think the image is too big, and it's not resizing it just fine, though. This list will grow. I should add a scroll bar to this. That would be a good idea. And Tesseract OCR is what should eventually find this. Yeah.
Is this the one that has the weird, pasted in stuff, though?
Something. I think these pictures are too big. Let's see if...
Rough.
Okay. I don't think that's what it's supposed to do.
Woof. I swear his stegsolve thing works because I've seen it work. So.
Yes. EOG, now you don't? That's exactly what it's supposed to do? Let's actually stegsolve that and see what we got. Katana will be awesome once you release it. It's not awesome right now, but it will be.
Ouch.
I'm teasing you.
Ouch.
He said, Katana will be awesome once you release it. Chicken fingers, I respect you. We're bros. Temp. Where is this thing? Now you don't. It's literally a black. What? What? Stegsolve works, I promise. It solves all my cardiovascular issues. This stream is where I just read what people say. Why didn't Katana do that? Did Katana find that? Images, images, images. Stegsolve. Why are you not showing those images?
I don't think we do. Oh no.
You're broke, dude. You're straight up broke.
Me? Yeah, you're right.
This is Stegsolve. It's just not having it. Where
is
did
that
find
configuration option just called timeout?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Isn't that the point of every streamer? Yeah. We could add like really annoying hip YouTuber things. We'd be like, hey, I'll do a push-up for every $1 you donate.
I refuse to do that.
Yeah.
I will not join in.
I figured Julian would be the kind of guy to like goof off on that. Yeah, see, Stepherson's like, please don't do that.
Is it status code? What is this?
I am a panhandler, but not that much. Okay. What is finding this? Because Katana itself is, but the image display is not. And that's really weird. Is there a release date on Katana? When Half-Life 3 is released.
You're evil.
This no download thing is
How do you spell
completely wrong.
negatively? I think I figured it out. I'm just stupid.
I don't like no download anymore. It's wrong.
Did not respond negatively to non-existent file.
For every push-up, can I get one block of code from Katana? No.
You can get one line of code from Katana. I get to pick what order they come in, and you don't know which line or which file it came from.
How many lines of Katana are there?
We can do. I can do a slock real quick.
Yeah, if you're cool with doing a little slock.
I don't know if I have it installed. Oh no! Yay! Tac yes, slock out. I think that's right.
Why do I post says import, and that's the only line you get?
Why?
Thanks, Jefferson. I
What the
appreciate that.
I just installed.
I'm glad.
It. What? I'm
That is the whole point.
confused.
Keep it
Slot
keep it alive.
Count. Oh, it does. Must provide a directory or directory. Dot.
We're removing this friggin' no download flag. That's just not right. Maybe.
I don't remember the parameters to slot count. I just gave it dot and to see what happened. That seems wrong. Okay, I think it's looking in our...
No, we absolutely have 394,562 lines of Katana code.
Let's look at /units. How do I exclude directories? I need to exclude the environment directory. No such option. Help. Exclude. What? How do I? You have to be able to exclude directories.
What's my name?
Slot count. What?
That's a PCAP, and that should cut through real
Is
quick.
that
It
details,
does.
File count. Add lang.
Okay.
Directories.
An hour and 45 minutes into the stream, I'm done testing. Now let's write a new unit. What should we write, guys? What should we attempt to put together? I'd like to roll through these esoteric languages because they're supposed to be. They should be easy, right? Pite would be good. You should stream more earlier, preferably. Yeah, I realize my time zone is probably not the best for a lot of the audience. It's like when we start at 8 p.m. EST, some people are like, oh, it's 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning where I'm at. And like, my boy Void, it was his birthday today. Happy birthday, Void, by the way.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. It was actually yesterday. I told him that I changed it to yesterday. Because I had it wrong on Discord, and then I was like, no, today's your birthday.
I'm seeing 4,163 slocks.
4,000 lines of code?
It's not 4,000 lines, period.
Right, yeah.
Slock, like, ignores comments, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It, like, tries to figure out how many, like, actual actionable lines of code that you've written, essentially.
Slick.
I could just do a simple WC thing, like, through Bash if I want to figure out pure lines of code.
Thank you guys for staying up way too late and watching my stupid YouTube content. Sinister, it's EDT. Look, I don't believe in daylight savings time. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. APK tool is done. Let's...
Is this going to be a bad idea?
What are you doing?
Look at my screen.
I'm looking at you. No, that's not a bad idea at all.
Oh, okay, that worked. 7,409 if you just purely count the exact number of lines, including blank lines and comments.
Sweet. Almost at 750.
What? 7,500, you mean?
That's the one. That's the number that I should have said.
English is hard.
So, Sinister says we have to do 4,000 push-ups.
Pardon me?
For those of you that are tuning in and asking, what is Katana? Let me swap to, I guess, my screen. Katana is a utility to try and check low-hanging fruit and capture the flag challenges. So it runs through a lot of different things, like strings, like sexif tool, like steg hide, stegsolve, blah, 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 blah. We've been doing it for an hour and 47 minutes, so I've been doing a lot of testing, Kale's been doing stuff, we've been fixing things, because there are always things to fix in this project, which is bad.
I don't remember how to specify arguments.
Let's do the friggin' RSA, alright? Okay? It is also a Japanese sword, you're right.
What? How do I specify arguments? I wrote this framework and I don't remember.
I repeatedly just copied different segments of the code that we already have written. I'm just like, oh, it does it.
Which one? Which unit has arguments in it?
Okay.
I'm laughing, but I really don't remember how I did it. Are you still on me? Because I feel quite embarrassed.
Oh, shoot.
I'm
I
just
am
kidding.
still
You're
on you.
fine. I don't care.
I'm staring at my life.
That's a bad thing to do. Don't do that. It's a black hole.
It is. It honestly is. I'm trying to figure out if I want to take the targeted for RSA in as hex or as ciphertext, like in just straight decimal. People in chat are saying the logo should be a Japanese sword, and the guy says, "You mean a katana?" Thanks for hanging out, guys. We will just assume F, because what if you're given a file that's ciphertext? Can you make a video showing us how to encrypt text in JPEGs? Since it's compressed, you lose data.
So, like steg hide?
I don't know what you mean. Yeah. Like, you can use some stego stuff.
Google just gave me a notification. It was like, here's a new story we think you'd like on exploits. Thanks, Google.
Wasn't the one a couple days ago that was like, new user?
Oh yeah. Here's a new story that we think you'd like about user.
Thanks, Google.
Wow, Google, you're really catching on.
Know what to say. Steganography doesn't work using bit manipulations. I'm still struggling with this ciphertext and RSA, dude.
Hey, I'm going to drop a Durbuster directory listing into the test folder.
Oh, dang. I like it.
Dropbox. Katana test.
Okay, we had something that would actually test this. Stream if lambda not in string dot digits. That's a thing, right?
Directory list 2.3 medium dot text.
String dot digits is numbers, right? Yeah.
Default.
So now we have to supply it. As a decimal number. Let's just play pretend that that's how we're going to deal with this. And then enumerate might be if we have to deal with RSA E, but first we need to actually add arguments. RSA E. N.
This should have a pretty low priority, shouldn't it? Probably. I'm feeling like a 75.
Okay.
Because it's gonna satisfy all the like anything that's a web page. It's just gonna start trying to brute force shit on it.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna bump. Now that I say that out loud, I'm gonna bump this up to like a 90. This really should not run first at all.
END, Q, and then I guess if we have phi for some reason, or phi, that would be cheesy.
Self.request. Katana URL.
Don't need to enumerate. Evaluate. Let's just crap this out. Okay, E is it katana.config for arguments? I think so.
Yeah, katana.config.
Yeah, inside of a unit.
Yeah.
And these are all underscores.
Target dot. How do you get the URL out of a target? I wrote this. How do I not know?
It's been a while since we've looked at this. Like our last couple commits were like from a week ago. EDP. DENPQ.
Oh, it's upstream. So it's target dot upstream.
Yeah. Okay. So. This is a gross way, but it has to be done this way. Like passing in variables has to be done, at least from what we're thinking right now, by command line arguments, because otherwise it needs to like parse through a file, and we'll never know the correct format of it. How did you guys end up making Pwn Tools work for Python 3? We covered this a little bit ago, but there is a Python 3 Pwn Tools version. You have to grab it out of their GitHub. So I have that here in our requirements folder. And if you wanted to jump to it, you can. It is at github.com/rthod, Python 3 Pwn Tools.
It is also not technically maintained anymore.
Yes, it is. This project is not maintained anymore. So a couple of commits are from months and years ago. Yeah. There is apparently a dev 3 branch, I think on the original Gallop sled though. That's how we do it.
I'm
anyway.
gonna steal their list of valid headers.
Whoa. Okay. Okay, yeah. The dev3 branch is in the original Pwn Tools repo. Thanks, Julian. So, if E is actually equal to -1, then we can assume that E is just going to be the standard, which I don't want to deal with that hex. I'll just use 65537, right? 0x. It's 3 zeros, yeah. I can just use the hex value. No one cares. If n is equal to -1, if p is equal to -1 and q is equal to -1, and n not equal to -1, we need to factor n. Pass. Ask Caleb what's wrong with JavaScript.
Everything. I hate you.
You want some Caleb love? I'll put his screen on. I'm not doing anything cool. He's doing all the cool stuff. Julian.
Is that like Julian?
No, that's just Julian.
What?
Our roommate's name is Julian, and there's a viewer, a listener, a watcher, who is Julian as well.
One of the Watchmen.
He's the better Julian.
Oh! F! I'm hooked on F. I don't know why recently. I've just been...
Can I get an F in the chat for
Can
Caleb?
I get an F in the chat? It's funny because a friend of mine from work said that the other day.
Can I get an F in the wardrobe?
No, he actually said it on a chat, and he was like, can we get an F in the chat? And then I don't know why, it's just been stuck in my head. I've been saying that a lot. And,
oh, that's so funny.
for some reason, it just cracks me up.
Yeah, it is.
If he ever watches this video, he'll know who he is.
While we were effing through the chat.
Whoa! It's a family-friendly video.
It was while we were going through the head protocol, or the head method in HTTP, and Sinister started to send, rather than F, he would spell out head in all the individual letters, like H-E-A-D. And Saferson is doing it now, so you guys are the best. What prime fact module am I trying to deal with?
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, YouTube?
What is open throw if it can't open the file?
Prime fact fork. I think I have this in the requirements.
Mouse, come back. Okay.
This
It's not IO error, is it? It's not IO error.
requirements.txt. We got the prime fact fork in there. Yeah.
It's definitely not IO error.
Can I import prime fact? Will that work?
Just give me the help for open. Built-in functions. Open. OS error. Of course.
rmtech results. Oh, I don't need all of that, bro. /katana.py, tactac unit RSA dot crypto.rsa, my bad. Anything that should fail. Okay, and please don't try and recurse on that, guys. You really didn't have to. Exclude everything else.
I shouldn't print a warning there. That's stupid. Warnings are suckers.
Running RSA.
This is definitely too simple. I'm definitely missing some things, but I just want to see if it works.
What you got?
Maybe something that tries to brute force, like fucking dir bullshit. Maybe.
Fucking dir bullshit.
It'll probably fail, to be honest with you.
Well, you wrote it, so.
Well, yeah, you're right. It'll probably work.
Oh, shoot! Turn it around. The tables have turned.
What's something we can brute force?
The Infinity Gauntlet's on the other hand.
I was gonna make a comment, but there still could be people that haven't seen it. What's something that I could send to this that I can brute force?
JohnHammond.org.
Is that stuff that's going to be in the directory listing thing?
Maybe. What do you have in there?
I don't know. It's Dirbuster's directory listing.
There's a programming page, a write-ups page, a voice acting. Probably not.
Okay, I'm just gonna put. It's just programming all lowercase.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that in a file, and that'll be the only thing in the.
See if it gets it. Sure.
/test/dumb-dict.
Is that all? Is that really?
RM tech RF classic.
Hey, for all you people that are watching, if you're not in the Discord server, join the Discord server. There are a lot of really cool people there. Also, apparently there's some unhappiness with removing a lot of the channels. I tried to prune a lot today, and I don't know if that went over well. So yell at me if you need more channels. But I thought it was annoying, trying to have to scroll all the time. I don't know. What am I doing?
I need an N. Every time I
need an N. Link to Discord. Oh, bro. You caught me. Ready. I'm hot on that trigger.
Module request has no attribute requests exception. Okay, well, I'll just fuck myself.
Someone please.
Where
oh
is
god.
my requests?
What is happening?
Request exception. Request dot request accept oh accept okay. Exception.
Nice.
Oh, it's not requests plural. It's request. Target object has no attribute URL. That's true. You right.
This finds things. So that's in FactorDB.
Target is not defined. Fuck!
Let's try and do that. Let's import
self.target.
primefac. And I can use a little primefac.factor int. Fingers crossed.
No connection adapters were found.
Dang! Ooh, that ripped it up, dude. Is it always going to do that?
What? What happened?
This is a fork of the primefac module where you can factor an integer. I think it does some methodologies before it tries to crank it to FactorDB, but it'll, as a last resort, bring it to FactorDB. It looked like it just ripped it up. So, that's all I say.
Done!
No more. Katana's out. Can't say that. Do you have to be a member for 10 minutes to post? That's wrong. What?
Is that gonna shit the bed?
I'm hopping to you. Oh, you shit the bed over there.
Bytes object has no attribute format.
Classic.
F.
Bytes versus strings in Python 3.
This has been Python 3. .decode UTF-8.
I'm just staring at my screen again. Nothing's happening.
Target not applicable. Did not respond negatively to non-existent file. Does your thing respond positively to every file?
Does what thing? Does my what?
It said it didn't respond negatively.
Bytes aren't strings. You could graffiti that all over the walls of your town.
It's very existential of you. You return a 301. Is it because I'm doing HTTP? You're probably redirecting because I'm doing HTTP to HTTP.
Oh, you're talking about my website. I don't know. I don't know what it does. I just wrote it. If P is equal to -1 and that is equal to -1, then do the thing. Print. Need to factor n.
Web.dir, what exactly are you doing? Because it's not anything useful.
You are not printing that out.
Log.info. Line.
Oh, that's because I didn't supply RSA n. 2.3, need to factor n, perfect. So let's use primefac.factorDB.
Oh, we should probably strip the new lines off of
Factor
that.
int.
You right.
Chicken Nugget says it's finding the head.
What's finding it?
Ryan.
It's not even Friday. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What?
Prime fact. Do I need to get that as a list?
What?
I'm just thinking out loud, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were actually asking me. Like you actually respected my opinion. And all.
I don't.
It's fine. F!
Int x for x in. Go. Yeah! That looks right. Sort of, kind of, maybe.
I changed my mind.
Sinister, that was bad. I just read that, man.
Read what?
A comment that Sinister made in the snap. I don't know why I said snap. That's
I
brutal.
like the F question mark. F? Self.target.upstream plus b/plus URI. What if I do that? Are you okay with that? Can you do that? Is that something you can do? Cannot make string and byte. What? What do you? What the? Who? What's a string?
We don't have a not implemented yet error, do we? Let me build that.
That's a built-in exception.
Is it?
What do you mean?
Not implemented?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know.
John Hammond learning Python, everyone.
What's going on, everybody? My name is John Hammond. Today I'm learning how to use the language that I use.
AKA English. I'm not sure how that one works yet.
Raise not implemented.
What's a string? Why would that be a string? Is Target doing something silly? Upstream. Do you do some kind of weird repper shit? No?
Okay. So now we can actually do RSA.
Oh, because that actually is a string.
Where was that code that I was just looking at? We calculate phi based off of that. And we need to know what C is. So C should be the target. Target.raw or upstream. We should get the integer form of that. Print C. Let's see what we got here.
Oh god, what's happening?
We got C. We don't need to print out, need to factor n anymore. Just trying to make try two factor n. Thanks, Chris.
Uh-oh.
What you got?
Well, see, the problem is, I think it's kind of working. Well, there's other problems, but part of the problem is this is going to recurse on URLs that it finds as invalid, but then it's going to then call it again. It's going to then start it again on the other URL.
Can you not?
We need the really strict no recurse thing that we removed before.
The comment's still there.
No, I think I removed. Well, I mean, it's in an old commit.
And then you said, "Oh yeah, it'll be fine because it's in all the old commits."
Well, I mean that's true. I hate that we comment shit out and just leave it in the commits because it's stupid.
There's the meme from Git. It's like, what was it? What did the guy say again? Do you not trust me?
Oh yeah.
Do you not know who I am?
Am I a joke to you?
That's it. Hello, Lucas. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks for everybody. I'm surprised you guys are still sticking with me. This has been a long one. But we're just chilling. We're just deving. We're having fun.
It's like 70% working, I'd say. 60% maybe.
You're bringing that number down. It's like 50% working. Maybe 30 now. It's been a couple seconds.
I'm watching Exception stream tonight.
Brazil here. Hey, yeah, thanks. Appreciate the party. So we have C, and now we can calculate phi. And we should also grab the inverse function.
Protected recurse.
Util
equals true.
.number. Crypto.util.number import inverse. Cool, cool. Are you guys worried about trivializing some beginner level challenges with this? How will noobs learn? Yes. That is exactly the issue that we talk about and struggle with a lot. Because, yeah, we kind of taken away some of the like learning applicability, and that's the whole point of Capture the Flag, right, is to remove script kiddies. So why have we absolutely made a script kiddie tool?
Yeah, we talk about that a fair amount.
Yeah.
Actually.
There's a cheesy podcast that we did with the Aaron security whole mentality thing. And we discussed it kind of in depth. But Caleb had made a very good point that I tend to lean towards, is that this isn't going to win a CTF. Like, yeah, maybe an individual that doesn't know much and would otherwise get like 30 points on the scoreboard might get 300 points on the scoreboard now, but it won't solve the complex challenges that require some complex thought and some like complicated thinking and some understanding and some actual granular understanding of what's happening. So those advanced people will still solve those challenges and they'll get 600 or 1,000 points on the scoreboard. So it'll take away the training value if you let it and if you want it to, but if you want it to help run through the quick challenges that you wouldn't otherwise solve or that you just don't want to deal with because you already know what they are, you just need to rip through them.
Yeah.
That's the point of this. It's also just kind of cool. But if you'd like to get more of our insight and thought on that, check out that podcast. And I'll link that, actually. If our website is up.
I think it's up. Athene and
Say it again?
Athene and Caesar are just chilling. I told them to quit. Instead of boarding early, 499 tasks not completed, and Athene and Caesar are just... I'll end what I want to end.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of working, though. I added protected recurse, and it stopped recursing on itself, so... I'm curious if I give it the actual dictionary now, what it's going to do. This could be really bad.
Macrono was asking, what is Katana? And to review...
Oh, it found some stuff!
Yeah? You beating up a website over there?
Yours.
Beating up my website?
Yeah. We're still having some issues where it just doesn't end when you hit Control-C.
Yes.
And I'm not completely sure why that happens. It usually happens to Crypto Athene or Caesar. They don't listen.
Yeah. Yep.
It actually, that's pretty cool though. So I just gave it the actual directory listing here. And it does this cool, it actually starts running through, and something in your website matches something in the directory listing. Because it actually shows, like, when you run it, it's like running all this shit, and then all of a sudden it finds something and starts running through some page that it found. I don't know.
Cool.
I was going to see what page that was,
nice.
but it never actually finishes to give me the output to actually see what
I'm
page
sorry, do you mind doing that again? Because I totally was not on your screen.
No, that's fine. I'll even clear it. So it will go through, and it's using directory listing from Durbuster, and it finds something on johnhammond.org that matches something in the directory listing and starts running through it all. And
nice.
there is no actual flag there, so it never actually finished.
Right. But it had a hit, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And this is not finishing for some reason, which is frustrating.
If D is not supplied, which is normal, calculate it. Are you guys making another scam coin? No, we're just using Dogecoin.
What?
Yeah, Chris Sphinx, that's Julian's thing, dude. I don't know if the certification has expired, probably. Or if it's self-signed, I don't even know. So once we calculate D, we can go ahead and calculate M.
I'm going to do something so we can still get results even if the threads decide not to exit. I'm just going to, like, disgustingly, forcibly exit the threads if they don't listen.
Yeah, I don't know why it redirected to Aaron.io. Maybe AaronSecurity.com is just redirecting for some odd reason.
Did they get a cert error when they tried to go?
Yeah. Yeah. I got one too. M is not supplied, calculate it, and then now that we have M, try, accept. What are you guys doing? How you guys spending your fine Tuesday night? Because I know we're not doing the best job entertaining you.
Is cancel?
Macrono, I still don't know what Katana is. So...
Neither do I.
Yeah, none of us really know either. Katana is a command line utility that we're trying to build, or just a utility that we're trying to build, that automates running through capture the flag challenges that are kind of simple and basic. So low level or low hanging fruit in a capture the flag challenge. It's meant to help an individual do things that they might otherwise forget to do. Like if you've been banging your head against the wall for a stupid challenge that's actually just turned out to be a steg hide with no password, then you would have already solved it because Katana would have figured it out for you and tried that. That's the idea. So it's been doing a lot of cool things. We've been trying to build a lot of units for it. What is this individual messaging me about?
Oof! What the fuck? Get out!
It is not yet currently publicly available, so we're still developing in the dark, which I know some people are upset with and bummed about. But I would like a good first impression. So it's also a very, very big project, as you can see when we've been trying to fix bugs for just an hour and 45 minutes. What are your day jobs?
I'm writing a new module, excuse you.
You're writing a new module?
Yeah.
You're writing a new unit?
Unit, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Python module.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you just saying?
Macrono asked, what are your day jobs?
Oh.
I'm a teacher for nerd cyber hacking things.
I work for the United States Coast Guard.
Thank you for your service. Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your service. It's not a joke. Did you guys play in DEF CON quals? We tried to. That question has also came up a few times in the stream, but no, I know we are going on for like a long time now, so I'll try and figure out this RSA module eventually, I promise. Bin.ascii.unhexify. Let's try and get this right now. Trace pack we don't have. Should have went Air Force. Our cyber is better.
Never mind.
I can't say yes or no.
I shouldn't probably.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, I applied. I applied to the Air Force Academy. I applied to the Naval Academy.
How's there no way to, like, forcibly kill this stupid thing?
Bin ASCII is undefined. Oh, we also need bin ASCII. Oh, God. Many things are wrong. Not int. What are you talking about? It's an integer. No, we need to convert it to hex. Does that work still? Is that in Python 3? I'm pretty sure that's in Python 3. Odd length string, perfect. That's the bin ASCII error that I wanted. Crunchy, welcome back.
I wonder if this works. I'm about to copy code on Stack Overflow. Please no one judge me. Actually, you should judge me. I should be judged. I'll take that. This should go in utilities.
Yeah. Sinister Matrix, I would love for you to write some units for us. Hello, Fried Programmer. What's the stream about? We are developing some code for our little project, Katana, which is a intended automatic low-hanging fruit challenge solver for Capture the Flag. I've covered this a bit already throughout the stream, so I won't give it too much more time, but we're playing with it. Hello, Timothy. Welcome. You guys are all coming out, and it's like 2 hours into the stream. Let's see. Do we actually have a result now? We do! Perfect. Let's try and get now some Parsons code to work with. Photography, Dirty Johnny. So, this is a challenge that came from Parsons CTF that we played a little bit ago. I'll try and showcase that. Thanks, Timothy. I appreciate your support. So let's use RSAQ with this guy. Oh man, and that is hexadecimal. We should take those as strings, man. Honestly, we should.
What?
I don't really want to end up dealing with it. Hey, Timothy, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're the man. Yeah, if you're in the area, we'll get lunch, dude. Thank you so much. How are you doing, Caleb? Bruce says, hey, that's 20 push-ups for Caleb.
Wait, what did I do?
No, you didn't do anything. We just had a nice, swell donation. Thanks, Timothy.
Oh.
Is this for kids? I don't think so.
I've said fuck a lot.
We have said many, many a words and made many a jokes. But if your kids are into that, if it's a hacker household, and Caleb's ripping a hot vape over there. Just goofing off. We're here to have fun. The realist content. That's what you came for.
What? Exception ignored.
Did you play the DEF CON prequels?
Non-existent thread ID. But I called thread.ident.
We tried the DEF CON quals and did not do so hot. Are you two sitting together? Yeah. I'm right beside Caleb. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oxygen. I would absolutely love a license for Sublime. Sefferson says, Caleb, if you find yourself in Destin, let's go get a beer. I'd love to pick your brain.
I'm down. Where?
Destin?
Is that in Virginia or something?
Sefferson, I don't know where you're at. I think you said you were in, like, Britain?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's it. I'm sorry. What state are you guys in? We are in the DMV. The demilitarized vehicle. We're in Virginia. Sefferson, you're in Florida. Hey, man. I'm going to be down there a lot. What is that you're drinking, John? I'm drinking Monster. Like a stupid kid that likes Monster. Caleb's also having some Monster, so
mine's already gone.
Va Beach. You guys are distracting me. I haven't really gotten shit done.
F? I can get the output to write even if the threads don't die. I guess that's fine.
Oh, you're trying to fix the exit.
I just want to at least make it so that even if a couple threads like refuse to die for whatever reason that we haven't solved yet, I still want the output to get written.
That makes sense. Why aren't you guys coming back to Va Beach? We can get lunch. We can get that beer. This is weird to see Katana results for johnhammond.org.
What? What do you mean?
I was just opening your Firefox browser. It just looks really funny to see results for johnhammond.org.
I don't know what's going on here. I guess there's comments in the directory listing, and for some reason these returned positive results from johnhammond.org.
Well, because you have a hashtag there. Because it thinks that's a local anchor.
Oh, true.
Yeah. That's science.
It also found programming, though, which is cool.
Oh, perfect.
So I gotta strip out the things that start with the...
Solve that RM result issue.
What?
Well, we'd like to keep the results folder there and then not run if the results folder isn't there.
That's a feature, not a bug, excuse you. If you run Katana and the output directory already exists, it won't trample over itself. For testing purposes, we just have that in there. In the real world, I would expect that you don't run multiple instances of Katana all with the same output directory because you would trample over yourself, and that's a bad idea. But, yeah. I guess you could have, like, a force thing that could remove it for you, I guess, but that just moves the RMTAC RF somewhere else and hides it. I'd rather it be out in the open. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I gotta remove the ignore things with at the beginning. Actually. Does strip remove it from beginning and end?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Whoa! Index out of range.
If X. I don't like that. I want to test if it's given 2 minus is in. I can just deal with that.
Bruh, why is it doing that?
What you got?
It's just being retarded.
No, not Katana.
It would never.
No.
It's fine, because I'm stupid and I wrote it, so that's probably why.
Same. There's not a nice, like, is hex function, is there, man? I could probably just do a friggin' try statement. That would just...
You've done that in so many units.
Shut up!
Just put it in utilities. You fucking dumbass. That's why there's a thing called utilities. It's getting pretty messy, though. I need to clean up utilities.
What other units do we actually have?
Unhexlify.
Yeah.
I say so many, but probably just unhexlify.
Just one.
But literally the word hex is in the name. So
yeah, fair.
How is this happening? Look at this. If line 0 is equal to the pound sign, continue and don't yield that line. And yet...
Well, what is line in that case? Is it HTTPS?
It's not this whole thing, no. It's just the line from the file.
Can you print it out?
I can.
Give it a good...
That'll probably solve my problems, but like I'm still upset about it.
Give it a go looksies.
Oh. This is gonna be a lot of shit.
Can you index bytes like that? Yeah, it looks fine.
Should be.
What? Oh, here's a quick hack. Let's try and do integer.
Okay, I fixed it.
Yeah?
I just did, instead of doing line of 0 equals B pound sign, I did line dot starts with pound, which I don't understand why it's different, but whatever. Cool, look at that! It found programming!
Nice!
Look at that! One of those!
Got a little good recreated Durbuster. I dig it. Let's remove this scene, because that's just kind of getting in the way.
Web.robots ran. Results. Disallow. Lol. Hidden flag.
Nice. Good job, Web.robots. Thanks for doing your job.
I wish we had something that like actually had a target or actually had a flag in there. Can you add something to like a weird name that's in the directory listing, pretty far down the directory listing?
Yeah. What would you like?
It really doesn't matter. Just put like a base64 encoded flag in a file in johnhammond.org. Under some, or I'll find a name from the directory listing. Do like / statistics.
Woo! Check out this Flask app. Statistics.
Just return like base64 encode of like all caps flag and then something. I don't care what's inside of it. Just tell me what it is so I can.
You found me. I think I'm in Python too. I don't even know. Great. P-kill unicorn. Run unicorn. Do we have that as a site? It looks like it's up. Statistics. Yep.
Cool. It's gonna get lost in programming though.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh boy, I sure am showing some trade secrets using my name as my username. No one.
It's gonna get lost in program. How far down is programming on this list?
Oh, that 0x might get in the way. Wait, will that process it just fine? 0x AAA for base 16. Will that process that? Bro, thanks Python, you're the man. Try. Found equals int by default.
Fuck. Actually, can I get you to change that from
For
statistics? Because I need something that happens before programming.
Yeah. Yep.
Just do like, this is a weird one that I know you'll never use for anything. Contactus. Contact us. I can't read. Contact us. I was like, contact us.
Excuse me, sorry. I gotta go water my contactus over here. It's gonna die of thirst.
Oh my god! Woo!
You'll find good. Many wild contactuses in the desert of yore.
Oh, I'm so happy that happened. Let's contactus.
When you suddenly lose the ability to human. One day John will be a professional streamer and stop leaking his secrets. Look, guys, my name is John Hammond. That's the name of my channel. Pretty much a walking docs. It's totally fine.
Is it up?
It should be. I have a website that's my name.
Oh, it found it!
Oh! Run it again. Show the people.
Clear!
Wait, I think you just got the robots flag, dude.
No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
Oh, wait, did it? I don't know.
It said tucked amongst the robots.
Oh, no! How do I stop that? Continue?
Are you, oh, you are zoomed in on web.dir. Dang. Thanks, robots.
Yeah, robots doing a good job, as usual.
Starting to dig through some HTML in there.
Why did that message disappear for a second? Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs!
Exclude crypto! Actually, let me exclude robots. Web.robots, exclude crypto, and continue. We shouldn't continue.
Crunchy is denial of servicing my website. No! My feelings.
Wait, is he actually? Because I actually... It's
can't...
not responding correctly.
Oh gosh. Wow.
I'm getting a bad game.
Oh, sorry. I didn't revive the server.
Oh, I was like, it's actually down.
John. Run. I have many windows open now. If I close that, will you stay alive?
Stop! What's happening?
Alright, yeah, you're still good.
Read timed out.
We've been doing this for a while. How are you guys still hanging with us? Is this what you guys are into? Is this the appetite you guys have? Is this your attention span? 2.5 hours?
Bigger than my attention span.
I mean, we are the ones that have been doing this for the while. Stop. Is that... What?
Back then I learned, that rolled into a snowball effect, so I fell in love with, Python is my weapon of choice. You can judge... I'm just reading lines that pop up.
This is the new way to browse the internet. Introducing Katana, the latest web browser.
Better than Lynx! Is not finding the flag.
Are you going to finish it tonight? Yeah. No. By the end of the stream, Katana will be done.
That's how long you've been going. I have to pee again.
I know. I've had to for a bit, but I'm holding it out. I'm holding it out for you.
You didn't trust me enough by myself on the channel. You know what I do.
It's a good, like, slow walk away. You can see the, Now it's just me in 2 shots. Help! Alright, I guess I should put on my screen now that I'm doing things. If given is found, if given is nothing, then return found, which should just be -1. So, if it's not, then we won't have that value error anymore. So, POW, second argument can't be negative, 1/3 argument is supplied. What is n right now? What are all these values right now? They're supposed to be negative values. Print ENQ. Whoa, that's a W. ENQ PD. Those are words, dude. Print them out. What do we got? I really wish I knew. E, if not E. Oh, crap. Now I have to go back to that entire formatting that I was using. So if E is equal to -1, which is if not, if P is equal to -1.
I didn't eat dinner.
What are you talking about?
I didn't eat dinner.
Dude, we've been doing dinner for the longest time.
For the longest time.
Are the chairs that you're rocking comfortable? Define...
I'd say they're pretty good if all the screws were in the bottom.
Oh yeah, yours is like kind of dead.
Mine's missing a couple screws.
Yesterday.
It's really rocky.
You guys missed it. A couple days ago, Julian tried to sit in his chair and completely fell backwards. Like on the floor.
Priceless.
Landed beside me.
It was great.
Yeah.
Highlight of my day. But I fell in love with Python. Priceless.
JavaScript is my weapon of choice.
I hate.
That's what Chicken Nugget said earlier.
God damn it, Chicken Nugget. If you weren't so tasty, I'd hate you.
Do people in the real world refer to you as Chicken Nugget?
Yo, what up, Chicky Nugs?
Is that your real name, Mr.
You
Nugget?
can't out him like that.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. He says yes. If n is not given and p and q are, multiply them to get n. Okay?
I don't know how to effectively handle this recursion.
If try to factor n, put them together. We should also test if n is not given. I want to have the case where Q is given or P is given, but not the other. I don't know how to test for that. Heck yeah, Crunchy. Best of luck to you, man. I'm sure that'll go well. You got this. If n is not given...
I feel like this is a good start on this. We have some issues with the recurse stuff that I don't think is... This isn't really going to be feasible until we fix...
Fix recurse?
Yeah, the recursion stuff, like... I think it's getting lost in itself. It's getting lost in the sauce, to be honest. And don't we all from time to time? Like, I can't really judge Katana for getting lost in the sauce.
Sepherson, you're Audi, bro. Audi 9000. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, Katana gets lost in the sauce a lot.
Yeah.
We like to call it just spiraling to infinity.
I feel really judged by Firefox right now. Firefox is like, hey, you lonely?
Recommended sites. How to find the one.
Thanks, man. Fuck you, Firefox.
Find your Prince Charming, Caleb.
I also have this ad about feminist nation.
Hey.
What? I'm so confused. What are these ads?
I'm almost done with a simple implementation of the RSA unit. I'm not even going to deal with that portion right there. Let me just ignore that. What is the error that we were just on? Blah, blah, blah. Cannot be negative when third argument specified. So, did we find P and Q?
No, we have no information whatsoever.
D is still wrong. D.
You just need to brute force RSA. That's what the unit's supposed to be.
Okay.
One thread is working on it.
We've got N.
A singular thread is working on that right now.
And now we'll actually supply the real C. The realist C. We should test if
Are you
target...
inheriting from a web unit?
No. So that should kind of just straight up do it.
Oh, wait, no. Undo that. No,
Yeah.
that was right. Sorry. I didn't
Crypto.
know what was happening.
If it's a file, I want to open the file, but if it's not a file, I want to do the things.
What do you mean? What are you doing? What do you mean?
So, let's say you can supply ciphertext as just numbers.
Yeah.
Or if you give it a file and it knows that that's the encoded flag, it'll use that.
Yeah, so that's the whole point of the target class.
Exactly.
Target.stream will always be either the content of the file if it was a file, or the data if it was just passes the data. You don't need to check whether there's a file or not. That is fine. Because if it wasn't a file, target.stream will return just the content of the target.
So I want to run my new stupid parse int function on it. Determine if it's hex or not.
Okay.
But if it's just raw binary data...
So that would be if it's not printable. Something in it's not going to be printable. So you need to check at the very beginning if anything in it is not printable, then assume it's data. That's going to return. That's going to be is printable, is false if there's a new line character in it. Remember that.
I hate that thing. We have a utility is printable.
I think you do, yeah.
Why don't you stream on Twitch? I don't know. I guess they aren't really a whole lot of video game. It's not like the right scene. Julian's probably calling you, trying to ask.
No, that was my phone telling me it's bedtime.
Oh, we can probably call it.
I mean, I don't usually go to bed when my phone tells me to go to bed anymore.
Screw you, phone. You're not my
My
real
phone's
dad.
like, hey, bro, you should get 8 hours of sleep. And I'm like,
No.
should I though? And then tomorrow I'm like, no, but seriously, I should have.
Yeah, I really should have gone to bed. If not utilities is printable, then we read the... How do I handle the friggin' data?
Well,
I can just hexify it. And then it'll unhexify it.
you probably just want self.target.raw. You just want to pass .raw to that. Which I think should work. It'll end up being a memory mapped file if it's a file. So you can probably do parse int of self.target.raw. And I think it'll be fine. It will be a memory mapped file if it's a file, but I think all the things you're doing in there will work on a memory mapped file as well.
I don't know if I really want to make all these things self, but I feel like...
That's the correct way to do it.
These are all strictly for the function, so it should be fine. If self.c is equal to -1, return...
Why don't you do all of that in evaluate?
Well, then I wouldn't be able to return unapplicable if we can't deal with the ciphertext.
Oh,
Which
I
is
see what
a
you're saying.
small, narrow
No,
thing.
you're right. You're right.
Caleb is cool. He should be on every stream. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm cool. I'm pretty hot actually. Get it? See what I did there?
Wow. You got him. You knocked it out of the park, dude.
As I mumbled into the vape away from the microphone.
Caleb's cooler than me. We're revamping the channel, everybody. Caleb Stewart.
Nope, I'm just changing my name to John Hammond. John Hammond's changing his name to Caleb Stewart.
What did we say in the opening of the podcast? You were like, Jaleb Crammond.
Something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Something obnoxious. I don't know. Something amazing, I guess.
Okay, now I think I can do the things that I was going to do.
I can't believe you asked me, how do I check with the file? That's the reason I made the target object.
Stop.
That's why all of this exists. To abstract away the content of the target.
Okay, so now we have a tests flag.
I'm fading on the content of this right now.
Yeah. Let me try and get this right and we'll crap out.
No, it's fine. I'm just not writing anything anymore. I'm just like drinking my smoke.
Potential English text. What are you talking about? Cat tests flag.inc. No. There are no English words in that. None. Zilch. Where are you seeing that?
Where is your exception?
I think it's because it's a not English unit.
Well, yeah, but it still should be true.
Exactly. What words are you finding in there? Yeah?
What? Well, even then, it wouldn't be above a threshold to count. Go back to the exception.
Yep. Potential English text.
Can you print out what it's actually doing that on? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's doing that on the path instead of on the content for some reason.
Oh God, it might be. What's in Target? GitHub, Katana.
No, wait, it's in
utilities units. Init, not English unit. Target is printable.
So that does that in Target. Okay, I lied. It's in Target. It calculates target.isPrintable in the Target source code. So go to target.py.
Is printable. By default is true.
Where is it?
Where is it actually determine? It doesn't.
It does. It's all good.
Wait,
It's right there. For C in chunk, if not C in printable bytes, it should have went through that whole thing. With self.stream as st, for chunk in read. It's printable bytes. No, printable bytes is a bytes array. Because it's the whole point of having printable bytes. Just print in there and see if it's actually happening for that target. Well, we know that's not happening. Well, we know that is happening.
We out here. We hee. So we are doing that. So is printable. Wait. I'm very confused. Or self.target is English. So it thinks you're English.
Or it thinks it's printable. Is English is set to false right there.
Oh God. If not, which is false, which is true. It should be an and?
Wait. Not English. So if not is printable, or not English. It should be not is English.
Or
no,
not.
Wait.
Yeah.
If okay, so that should be if is printable. Why is this printable even in there? Erase the whole is printable part. No, it should be if is English.
I'm retarded. Maybe add parentheses?
Nah.
I don't know what that would solve.
The whole if statement was just wrong. Just run it again. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just calling is printable with no argument.
If anything is printable, a map has no.
Okay, that makes sense. So go back to your that thing.
Yep.
No,
Up.
no, wait, not that.
Yeah.
Where was it calling that?
So it's calling that in target raw. So we can just use. You said suggested stream.
Well, go back. Where is it actually calling decode? Go back to that. Go back to the exception. It's calling data.decoder utilities.py is printable.
Oh. We get a read out of this mmap.
No, you don't have to read. mmap is just memory map, but you can't decode it like that.
Yeah.
How is this printable implemented? Go back to utilities is printable. Just trying to decode the whole thing. Yeah, it is. Just trying to decode it. Wait, what? Oh. Do if type of data is str instead of is not bytes. That should work. So it's still trying to call int on that for some reason.
I think it.
So go back to your function that actually does the go all the way up.
Yeah.
It's because you don't return. It's if found equals that, but you don't return that. Return found.
Well, that I want to put into hex, and then I need to unhexlify it.
Yeah, but you're still doing it with given. So set given equal to, not found.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good catch.
It's trying to do it on the path for some reason.
Upstream.
Where is it calling int on upstream?
I don't know. Upstream.
Why is that happening?
Stop. Get out. Okay. So now let's apply the actual Q values and see if they play nice. RSA P. RSA Q. And there's the flag.
It did find it?
It did.
Did you just not have the flag format?
Yeah. And I think that is a fine place to stop. Screw you, Z-Shell.
I'm glad that happens to you now too. Why is it taking so long?
It's not calling locate flags on this.
Does it not recurse on it either?
Not right now.
Oh, okay. Why don't you just do recurse? The first parameter should be self.
Yeah, sorry. Let's add results. I don't know if I need that yet. Seems all good. Yeah. All right. After how many months we put in a stupid RSA module for classic RSA. It actually does, I think, a good job, though, because it'll handle whether it's decimal or hexadecimal.
Or just data.
Yeah. And same thing with the target and all the arguments passed to it. So I'm pleased with that. After about 3 hours, we finally wrote a module.
It's a long stream.
Yeah, I mean, we've been chilling. It's been a dev stream, so thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Now I gotta kill this stream again.
How are we gonna do it?
I'm gonna pour Monster all over my keyboard.
Don't waste Monster like that. Do it with water instead.
Do it with water. I gotta get my mouse right over the stop streaming button so it looks like I'm actually doing it. Woo!